Mbappe, Vini, Oisin, playing 3 years.
Active. Are we on? Yeah, fully active. Fish. Stand okay. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. You are back inside here. Charlie, fully active. KSS Studios and Ebe Kukiama. It's all about the UEFA Champions League. You know, this is the European Classico. People normally don't know, but I'll give you the stats and the facts. And I'm here inside the studios with Stana. We have 2 standers in the building. You know, we have 1 great standard. Mami, high five, Minia. Fully active. Team men are support to
Manchester United.
But United fan, how do you come for Bayern versus Real Madrid? Stana, the stats man too. Yeah, Statsman Stana 2. Fully active. Statsman Stana 2 is in the building. I have PY, the KSS bouncer. I know him for something peculiar. He's also inside the building. And also Ernest, you know, Chelsea fan or no, shamelessly, he still supports the club. Yes. The Chelsea fan is inside. So if you are watching us on the YouTube live on the Prrrr channel, don't forget, just subscribe to the channel and then drop your comments. Drop your predictions. We will read everything for you. Share the link like you want to pray. Share the link like you're waiting for a miracle. Share the link. So let us have the feel at the Santiago Bernabeu inside KSS studio here live on Prrrr YouTube channel. My name is Jonathan Bizua, the sports Zlatan and Stana. I'll be coming to you for the lineups before we zoom straight into action. And also the referee's name, PY, I'll be coming to you for that. So Stana, the lineups for both teams. Let's do the Real Madrid lineup first before we go.
Yeah, Andre Lunin is imposed. We all know Courtois is in there. So Andre Lunin is imposed. At right back is Alvaro Carreras, and then at left back is Alvaro Carreras with Trent filling in at right back. Centre back pairing is Antonio Rudiger and Dean Huijsen. And then the midfield is a diamond midfield with Tchouaméni, Valverde, Thiago Pitache, and then Arda Güler. And then a front 2 with Vinicius Junior and then Kylian Mbappe. The Bayern Munich setup is also a 4-2-3-1 with Manuel Neuer in post. The back 4 is Stanisic. Bayern already have a chance, but it's been missed. Stanisic at right back and Konrad Laimer at left back. The centre back pairing is Jonathan Tah and Dayot Upamecano. The pivots in front of the back 4 is Joshua Kimmich and Pavlovic. And then the middle 3 that is on the left is Luis Diaz, on the right is Michael Olise, and the number 10 is Serge Gnabry with Harry Kane leading the line up top. So that is the lineup for both teams going into the game. But the game has already started.
Predictable lineup.
Yes. I think this was the predicted lineup that everybody thought they would play. I think many other people thought maybe Arbeloa might go in for more experience with Jude Bellingham, but he decided to go with Thiago Pitache.
He's just coming from injury.
I think because of the injury, that's why.
Because of the injury. Yeah. So big game on our hands tonight at the Santiago Bernabeu. Stana, what are your expectations from these teams? I know as a United fan, don't be expecting to be Papa Biaba. You know, this is not United. This is Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League knockout style. Last 8. What are you expecting from these two giants?
Mind you, the last time they met was a very tough tie. You know, Madrid won by 2-1 to knock out Bayern Munich to enter into the finals. So this game, I mean, we're expecting goals, and then you see, Madrid like to play in quick transitions, you know, and then if Bayern are not too careful with the high line, they are going to be, I mean, very, very. Madrid is going to be very, very dangerous in this game. So we need to, I mean, expect something special from Mbappe and especially Vinicius, because I mean they are the, if not most fast-paced players in the world right now. I mean they are like top 2. Yes,
the top 5.
Yes.
One of the best in terms of transition.
And one of the best.
Yes, and then Bayern likes to hold the ball, play quick passes, and then I mean control the tempo of the game. So anyone that is able to control the game, I mean, is going to win.
Anyone that controls the tempo of the game is going to win. Ernest, so far your overview, 2 minutes into the game, what are you seeing and what are your expectations?
I think both teams are cautious at this moment because no one wants to concede early. That's what we are seeing. But as a Champions League game, and as you all know, Madrid want to dictate the pace of the game. Bayern too would want to relax, get their own time and play on the counter more of the time. So I think we should expect an exciting game full of goals. So
You're expecting
More goals.
More goals.
5 goals in a game.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, sure. It will be 3-2.
Okay.
match and your team, everybody else.
Okay.
Oh no,
Expecting more.
Okay. PY.
But almost start fair goals.
Yes.
I understand. But PY, the name of the referee.
Oh, Michael Oliver is it?
Michael Oliver. So,
But I mean, head to head, their goals, I mean, are not that much. You understand?
No, but I'm just saying that this season Bayern is scoring and Madrid too. Their front three are capable of scoring goals.
Right.
I hope you get me.
Right.
So
I
the
think you said something in the
3-2.
preview about Bayern already scoring
100 goals and considering only
Yeah.
You know that
7.
they would fire.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fire,
definitely.
they'll fire. I wouldn't say
they will
They're
definitely
very
fire.
sharp in front. I
Yeah.
mean,
They will definitely fire. So,
But it looks like in the first few minutes, Madrid are trying to control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they are playing home, so definitely they would want to dictate. It is a buyer so be more. No, most actually Madrid say, okay, then let's change the game and play according to our own pace.
Yes.
That's where imbalancing and other stuff will come inside
if
for
you have
Madrid.
the ball, you have the power. So I mean, that's what
yeah,
Madrid is.
yeah. If you have the ball, you have the power. So this is the UEFA Champions League quarter-final first tie between Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. People don't know, but this is more or less like a rivalry. This is the European Classico. I have in the studios here 2 stunners, PY and NS, a Chelsea fan and a Ningu. Shamelessly, he's inside here. The name is Sports Latan. Just join us. Don't forget, we are doing this live on the YouTube. Share the link like you want miracles. Share the link like you want prayers. 2 Galacticos, 2 big teams. There's Olise, there's Mbappe on the other white side. There's Kimmich, there's Tchouameni, there's Valverde, and also there are big players in there. Just, tap in, join us for this big and exciting encounter. They've met most often, and out of their 13 knockout ties, the miraculous thing about this tie is that out of 8, the winners went on to win the UEFA Champions League. So royalty and rivalry in this game. Michael Oliver is the center man for this game to officiate it. The name is Jonathan Binzwa, the Sports Latin. Don't forget, just join us on live per YouTube channel and give us your predictions, and also drop in the comments. We'll be reading it for you. It is Courtois. No, Andre Lunin are taking out for Courtois against experienced Manuel Neuer. 2 rookie coaches, Vincent Kompany versus Albert Loa, the man who was able to slaughter 2 giants, Pep Guardiola and then Jose Mourinho. But let's see what this exciting fixture has for us in the UEFA Champions League quarter-final tie. First leg at the Santiago Bernabeu. Stana, so far, Bayern have a free kick, to play against, Real Madrid. What are you expecting?
I think even before the free kick, this is a dangerous thing that Real Madrid will be need to aware of, because if you see how Michael Olise carries the ball and he's trying to cut in on his left hand side, it will be something that we might see a lot throughout the whole. It's something that we'll see a lot throughout the whole game.
That's a good save, yeah.
It's a good save by Andre Lunin. The free kick
save.
just he got a.
I think his awareness level was very high because
Yeah, it's a good save.
Okay, it was a
actually it's a
deflection.
deflection.
Yeah, it was a deflection.
So that was a deflected ball there, good kick from Olise.
We need to be aware of Michael Olise cutting in on it.
Cutting in on the other side. So corner kick against Real Madrid. Let's see, Jonathan Tah, Alvaro Carreras, the ball inside the 18. No. That was a bit close and it looks like another corner. So that was actually a clearance header from Real Madrid. As the Los Blancos are facing this match at the back of, a very, very disappointing matchup over the weekend against RCD Mallorca. Tonight, Bayern also, are doing that comeback in the German Bundesliga. All my investors said we saw Bayern, coming back from 2-goal deficit. Today, there's the Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. And I've seen that guy over there, Serge Gnabry. I remember when they were thumping Barcelona 8-2. That season, Gnabry was on top of his game. 2-2 good. But let's see what he has to offer. A corner kick. Joshua Kimmich kicks the ball to the 18. There's another corner. So that is a tip of the hand from Andre Lunin. 3 corner kicks in succession versus Real Madrid. And when the stages are higher, I know Madrid fans in the comment section knows that Andre Lunin comes in like the Casillas for them, even if Courtois is not available. Let's see if he can stand the pressure from the Bavarians in the next 90 minutes. Another corner kick into the 18, and then Lunin here misses it. No, the ball is still in the 18. There's a touch there. Oh, Luis Diaz makes that from
Penalty claims, yeah.
Oh, that's a sliding tackle, and the ball. Bayern Munich are still in control of the game. Bayern Munich are soaking pressure. Move the ball. No, come on. Ball na baby in finna for more. No, Joshua Kimmich. Real Madrid. That's an infringement against Kylian Mbappe. Oko Tia, they call him Mr. Dictator, Mr. Authoritator. Mr. Menkwana Mepeno. That was the ball to the hand of Valverde, but Michael Oliver say he has no olive to give a penalty kick for Bayern Munich. We're giving you all the insights and the details you have to hear here. Bayern Munich versus team my friend said Real Madrid. Joshua Kimmich.
Someone just made a comment in the comment section.
What's it then? Comment section for no W's in the chat, you know.
Is that the German guy from University of Ghana?
Yeah, that's the German guy. That's the German guy from the University of Ghana. Joshua Kimmich with that kick. We have a situation here. That was a miss.
Okay.
Upamecano missed that chance.
Upamecano.
Oh my days.
Dayo Upamecano.
He had to get that one.
Dayo Upamecano.
The game is rough at this moment.
Say now the best chance here,
Basically an
bro.
empty net. And he makes kicks it.
Dayo Upamecano.
The composure was in there.
Upamecano. Dayo Upamecano.
That's not even close.
He
to the
miskicks
offside.
that.
No.
Dayo Upamecano
The
miskicks
composure
that.
was not there because if he had composure, this one could have been a
Carreras off the
simple
line,
tapping.
okay.
Could have been a simple tapping.
That's a golden opportunity. Though.
Very,
That's a golden opportunity, but Dayo Upamecano no Onyegalam saying to want to go no. Bona Babedi Real Madrid were pass the ball. No. The ball is back into the left hand side, and I keep saying this that one of the most informed performance on the UCL night is definitely Vinicius Junior. He swings it back to the midfield. Antonio Rudiger, Bona Babedi, Thiago Pitach, and Trent. Is it Pitach? No, Trent. That's TAA.
Trent were down.
No, that's Peter.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's being called a rat by Anfield, but definitely he's living his dreams, whether you like it or not. That's a back pass to Andre Lunin. He swings it to the right hand side. Antonio Rudiger. Conrad Lima. A few weeks ago, he was facing off against Kwesi Sibo. Few weeks ago, no ni Elisha Owusu. No ni Jordan Ayew and on Trent Alexander. That day be tried that day mu. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich. There's a story about Bayern that today I'll be giving it to you. I told you guys that open commentary, the open commentary, you love the game. Open commentary, you'll be learning. You're an educative one, a commentary that can even spark the interest of a blind man in sports betting and why I pray. When you find out here, we are giving it to you back to back. And don't forget the UEFA Champions League updates. You know, Quick Team is booking their slot into the semi-final. Will it be Manchester? Hey, Derby, Kamepka United, Derby. No, Europa League.
We are winning next season, though. I mean,
Next season.
I wanted to come to you.
Yes.
So looking at these guys, if you are given 100 million to buy a player from both clubs, just a single player, who are you going for to fill in United?
I don't need any player right now.
From-
I love my players.
They are
Full of quality. Yes.
You are full of quality.
You having Ugarte say you are full of quality.
Ugarte is not in my lineup, please. And for squad depth, don't worry. We are going for better midfielders this season.
And that's what I'm saying.
You
So they are
always
not better
go, you
midfielders.
always go
No,
for
I mean-
better midfielders, but Omuba so that one there. Team
Asking
na
for a
say
midfielder, there's no midfielder on the market in this Bayern team. Sorry. You
Yes,
know?
sir.
Yes.
So, but you can trigger. United used to be a big club. They poach big guys. Kimmich can do what Casemiro is doing. Or
Kimmich is way older. I mean,
okay, you don't like old
let
guys.
him enjoy his
Casemiro
olden days.
Crabo.
Kimmich is not
Casemiro
that
Crabo.
old.
We
Let
get
him
that.
enjoy his olden
Kimmich
days.
is not that
Mikel
old.
Olise.
He loves Bayern. He's not.
It's not about the lab. For Scanuco, all this Scanuco, bet me a Trigano. Simple.
No, I
Master
mean,
Swagger, he loved Bayern. He came.
But he came to United. You
At
get
that time, United was United, bro.
Oh no.
and there's a match.
So now
It
United
was
is
just
not
something
United.
he wanted to check off. his
At this time, United is just like
He wanted
a
a new atmosphere.
I
so-
draw
I don't think
Barcelona.
he came there to really win anything. France like I don't know. Ambassador of the Bob Rebbe.
don't just be a viewer, don't just be someone. Interact with us. We'll be reading all your comments live here inside the studios of KSS New Media. So we are spearheading everything. We are on top of the game. It is Real Madrid that drive through from the midfield, and the player moves on one.
Wow.
Dean Huijsen.
no.
He moves
No,
to the
that's
ball to the
not-
side, and so Dabi. Dean
Oh,
Huijsen.
okay.
If you want one of the most informed ball playing centre backs, Abrantian Osina came from Andoni Rayola's Bournemouth, and then he joined Real Madrid. Informed signing. He moved the ball, and so Dabi. Kimmich was there. Luis Diaz was able to keep it close, and the ball was actually won over. This was the golden chance that Ayo Upamecano couldn't tap in. Golden chance, and I don't even know what. I mean, the man we know to be giving goals like Christmas gift, Harry Kane was doing, linking it back to Upamecano. The Nkasao Shewa the Ankeye. Abeloa versus Vincent Kompany.
Lima is down.
Conrad Lima versus Federico Valverde.
13 minutes played, no shot on target for Madrid.
13 minutes played and no shot on target for Real Madrid. Los Blancos, Ina Damas.
Well, Bayern haven't really created anything aside the Upamecano chance that he just missed. But that was a golden opportunity, though. That was a golden opportunity.
Bayern has never created anything aside that chance, and that's Manuel Neuer, one of the goalkeepers known for his ball playing capabilities. I remember there are games where he loves to even come to the center. That's Manuel for you.
Oh.
Manuel might not be on top of his game by experience. Kuno.
Zlatan, did you just see Kylian Mbappe slide tackling someone?
Yeah. Kylian Mbappe slide tackle no onion twatwa so.
But the last time I was telling someone say Mbappe defensively is I think higher than Vinicius. You know say Mbappe most of the time will track it defending, but I don't see more of that from Vinicius. The person was arguing. I was like, that's the truth.
You may probably have a point. Well, they are both not really strong defensively, but if I have to choose one,
I mean, I feel like
Mbappe has the edge.
It's just the energy.
Yeah,
It's just the energy Mbappe would put into doing things. Just like this slide tackle, the way he would sprint back at you. Yeah.
I think
it's more of the energy.
He likes
a cross by Trent.
I think Mbappe defense, depending on the game. I mean, if it's a big match that matters, he does the defending.
Mbappe chooses when to do.
Yes.
And I think one other thing is, you see the pressing that we mostly talk about.
Someone is down in the box. Madrid wants a penalty for that.
The pressing that we mostly talk about, there are ways of pressing and how to do it well.
Okay.
I think those two players don't really know how to do it well because sometimes the pressing angles has to be different. It's not just about going out there. And I think sometimes that is what they get wrong. But
that was poor delivery by
how
Neuer.
this game goes. That's a good
Bad
pass.
distribution, Neuer.
Wow, that was a big save.
Save by Neuer. I think that is Madrid's first
that's
shot.
a poor shot.
Yes. I think Madrid is controlling the game now.
Yeah, Madrid are coming into the game bit by bit. That was a great pass.
That was a
from
good
Arda Güler.
pass.
Yes.
This is why Arda Güler is in the team. This is why he's in the team.
Opening spaces.
It's a tight angle, a difficult ball to
I
finish.
mean, and
but
it's
a
Neuer. It's Neuer too, yeah.
very good save from Neuer. Very good save. But it looks like it's an open game. They are trying to cancel each other out.
Yeah.
This is what we're hoping for. Hoping for an end-to-end
It's an open
game.
game. It's an open game.
A special game. I mean, an entertaining one.
2 attempts for Real Madrid, 4 attempts from Bayern Munich. 16 minutes played. It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. Please, if you are watching the live, continue to share so that others can join the live as well. Mr. Black says, Enka goal. I'm sure he's talking about the Upamecano goal.
Yeah.
Aston Martin also says, Zlatan makes steady. Why did you mention United?
Aston Martin, don't worry, you are going to have a lot of that. big ones inside.
United is not playing, so I mean, why do you keep on mentioning United?
But there's a United fan here, so definitely your name will be mentioned.
Okay.
All right.
And that's the pass.
You are big.
Bayern Munich are on the fold.
Yes, we are the standard.
They are pressing, they are trying something. Then so that the ball Babidi.
Gnabry.
Sheg Gnabry with that quick turn by, he was still able to do.
Okay.
Bayern are still piling up the pressure on Real Madrid. That's a clearance in there.
Okay.
Trent Alexander-Arnold finally finding his clearing boots. He's trying to clear the lines. Bona Babidi, Real Madrid. As that goalie with a silky touch there.
dangerous.
The ball is with Kylian Mbappe.
This
might be a goal.
It might be a goal.
Kylian Mbappe. He passes the ball to Vinicius
Cutting,
Junior.
and it's a goal. Hey, Neuer.
This is the kind of situation they've been looking for.
This is what they want.
Yes.
They would put too many bodies in the box.
Yes.
Allow you to commit men forward so that
Yes.
you can get the 2 people isolated up front.
Yes.
So they can hurt you. And they almost did there. Manuel Neuer.
I think Manuel Neuer read it very well. He knew that is what
Federico Valverde to Trent Alexander, and that's a cross in Real Madrid trying to get that clinical header. Then should that be? The ball is a goal kick against Real Madrid.
So then between David Beckham and Trent, who bends the ball very well?
David Beckham.
Okay.
And Trent there, bend there.
But at times, Trent too bends the ball.
I like that word. At times,
okay.
but for David,
Beckham was on a
David, it
regular.
is not at times. Simple pass, he go
Go
bend.
bend up.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
He
that.
did bend. David Beckham.
I think they're there.
They are not there. They are not there. We won't agree. Trent in the bend the ball.
Beckham.
No, at times, that's what I said. I said at times.
You made the best point, saying that Beckham did it more often. Beckham
On a regular, yeah.
Or bend it.
Normal pass.
He did bend the bend. Beckham or bend it.
No, I remember Victoria.
Victoria Benka.
Bend for baby.
Yeah, twice we had here born about the Bayern Munich, and I'm telling you that if you want to see a team trying to control the tempo of the game, it's a ding-dong affair. Dayo Upamecano and then Jonathan Tah, they're holding the back line for Bayern Munich. Borna Babedi, Luis Diaz, he passes the ball, Silky and Sudabi. The ball is still with Bayern Munich. Vinicius Jr.
I like the energy from
running onto the ball.
from Madrid.
Vinicius Jr. pushes the player. Referee says play must continue. Harry Kane yet to find some places to stand. Ball to Olise. Olise, he moves past the player. Bona Babedi. In fifth
They know when they
Antonio
raise the ball,
Rudiger.
Harry Kane is there too.
Antonio
give them the
Rudiger. The German centre back says no way.
Very, very, very.
The German centre back says no way.
Yeah.
Trent Alexander-Arnold. Defensively.
Hey, Rudiger.
Okay.
Hey.
Trent Alexander-Arnold defensively also may defend it. 20 minutes into the game. That was the bend ball from Vinicius Junior bar. Goalkeeper fantastic Manuel Neuer. He has been at the scene since he was 18. Wachi goals. Wachi goals, football goals, and your relationship goals.
Manolo ya oche time.
Next one, chief feelings.
Hey.
Boys, Kasa.
Louis Covenant says, I see you, Ernest. Okay, shout outs to Ernest.
Now you be the big man. Oh.
Oh, this be honest.
Top and top.
He was.
Chelsea fan.
Talking about shout out, the end of Stana. If I'm a senior man, and then Billy Abeku Kwanzaa birthday.
Yeah. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to him.
Shout outs to Billy.
Big birthday.
Yeah, what pray for the premier and the Munim. He has been here before. A staunch Manchester United fan. A very top journalist.
I need to
top
meet him.
sports journalist. Yeah, Charlie, Billy, wherever you are, have a wonderful day, bro.
Happy birthday, Billy.
Yeah. Happy
For
birthday.
the fact that you're a Manchester United fan. I love you, bro.
Already,
Best of the same
more. I
friends.
want to pen any.
What's the ball? The ball. Or you be
What's the ball? But I hope any mark.
Oh, what they?
What's the ball? Say me,
My fan.
You know, the Indian come.
45 minutes.
I don't agree with
It
you.
seems Sporting Lisbon are giving Arsenal a run for their
Yes.
money. Also, Louis Covenant says Sporting
Ali,
will give us an
My,
absolute.
you know why? My remote. Every now and then, you better question your cost wall.
Sporting Lisbon. Any Arsenal so the enemy are successful. Bona Babedi Bayern Munich. Bayern are moving the ball. Bayern Munich are moving pieces together. Bayern Munich are moving their pieces together. Stana, so far, what I mean,
Nice
is the game
interplay.
meeting your expectations so far?
Nice interplay.
I think this is exactly what I thought would happen as the game went on. I think Madrid tried to gain control at the start of the game, but then later on, Bayern Munich, as we all know, they are a quality side and they like that control, and so they gain control of the game. And then Madrid are trying to use what they know how to do best, which is go on the transition. So they are looking to win the ball back. As and when Bayern Munich are trying to control the game, try and play on the transition. We saw the chance that Vinicius Junior killed, but luckily Manuel Neuer was able to save that shot. So the game is going as I expected. 22 minutes played, not a lot of chances, but I think the deadlock should have been broken by now, but Upamecano missed that chance. But let's see how the game goes.
Let's see how the game goes there from Stana. That was a nearly misplaced pass from Abranti Ndidi. Dayo Upamecano. It looks like defenders versus strikers. Real Madrid are sitting in deep in the deep waters. Mikel Olise is just unleashing his skills. Mikel Olise.
Hey.
No, I heard the other way around. I even thought say
It would be the
Trent,
other side, yes. Trent no nya help. She's a washer cry in the
Valverde
and even Rudiger has been tucking
shifting to that side
go
too.
help.
They know he has a weak point, so definitely they have to cover for him.
Yes.
I'm 100 sure.
But they has us to, capitalize on that.
Finally, Lunin gets his hands on
Andre Lunin gets his hands on that. Watubono Diama Brantia did the other goal. Turkish Lionel Messi, Turkish Dybala. This guy was on the verge of joining Barcelona before Real Madrid, got him to the Santiago Bernabeu.
That's Muyana.
Oh, nah, Ada Gule, bro, forget it. Ada Gule, bro.
Femi Lopez.
Man, Feminator. Forget it.
Okay, Vim.
We are moving inside here, and that's a cool pass for Branton and Sudabi.
Too much.
Okay,
Yeah, Dynamic says Olise is cooking Carreras.
Too much on that.
Olise is cooking Carreras.
Too much on that.
Charlie, what do you guys think about this guy? His rise has been very, very rapid.
Who?
Thiago Pitache.
Rise me.
Like his rise. I mean,
Coming up.
coming quickly.
And I was winning the Oka.
Thiago Pitache, what do you rise?
Playing in a quarterfinals game at the Bernabeu against Bayern Munich.
He's being played in the first
It's
11
very
right now. So
if you can't top game,
He started for the City game as well, and then
yeah, so you could see the kind of exposure he brings to the
Yes.
squad.
So like those appearances on top of, in big fixtures, they were rising.
But it adds some value to the player. It tells you how the player has developed,
Onyameki, he hasn't even been called up to Spain yet.
and he's playing in big
He's
matches
playing
like
in big
this.
games like this. How are you telling me that's not right?
Bayern are sleeping.
Real Madrid had chances in here, to do, and I saw
Edu Lamine Yamal season of about 3 games and no crown did.
3.
Somebody is playing in games like this. In first season, how many games did he play?
He played more than 3.
Lamine Yamal first season, he played more than 20 games under Xavi.
Yeah, he played more
He
than
played
20.
more than-
They
Under
see
Xavi.
The
the
first
first-
season.
And we judged him by how he changed games
Yeah.
for Barcelona. More than 20 games.
That was when
Change
Xavi won the
games,
league,
man.
right?
Oh no, but in his first season, he
Charlie,
played some of the games.
Real good.
Like,
The reason why I'm saying
he had
so
impact in the game.
See, when you say the rise is rapid, I they get you. I they get your point. But Pitache in 3 games for Madrid because they were playing against City and Bayern. That's a rise.
Are you saying against? Why are you making like City is not a good side? What do you mean?
What is right?
Competing against Rodri in the midfield. What are you talking about?
No, it is not. I feel like he has to add more.
Add what?
Add what?
Where is your Casado?
No, wait. If you ask me this question, I can tell that Casado played the whole full season. And then won Barca a treble. So he at least made a name for himself.
So where is he now? Where is he? I need to speak.
It's time.
I'm not.
This is his time.
That's why.
Why are you always jealous when Madrid coaches the
I'm not
youngsters?
jealous. I'm not. Xavi has played 3 games for Barcelona. In crucial games for me as a Barcelona fan, I would say Xavi Esparta has risen through the ranks of Barcelona already.
You can't say the team.
I don't understand.
Yes.
Wait, through the ranks and I want to say another.
No.
He played for the.
Is he not rising?
Yeah, he's in the team now. It's
Yes.
the first team now.
You are now adding more.
Played against Manchester City.
We always sit here and talk about how Real Madrid is the man or is the team when we talk about
the pinnacle of
Yes.
the pinnacle of football. When we
Hey,
is that a goal?
That was nearly a goal.
Think he
Serge Gnabry
has given up.
misplaced passes from a Brighton Didi Lunin.
Penalty.
no, Thiago give the ball away. And
Thiago
he couldn't
Pitache.
capitalize on it.
Is that black?
Lunin is bleeding.
Lunin
Yeah,
is
he's
bleeding, but I can tell you, Onyoba also bleeding.
A clear golden chance. Oh,
A clear golden chance.
how can you miss this?
Madrid were trying to play out from the back and they got caught.
He got caught here. See.
And he missed.
Like, how can you miss this?
Now
No, Madrid will win the game. Madrid will win the game.
This is the second
You
big
can't
chance.
miss
Yes,
this.
I'm predicting like a 2-1 or 1-0 win for
Madrid's
Madrid.
second big chance.
Yeah.
in this game.
Because you can't do this.
Second big chance, but Real Madrid found a way to close the net. The European Clasico, Antonio Rudiger, a German playing against a German club,
Zlatan Enyaye.
heat on heat.
Pitache has 7
Thiago Pitache, when the stage when the pressure, when the electrifying atmosphere are in.
Ruben, obviously, you need to know who you're passing the ball.
Yes.
to.
About the Pitache issue. Real Madrid is not a club that gives young players a chance.
And maybe
What about
that's what I was
like
going
that?
to talk about.
As
a top club like
That's a cool pass to Valverde. Federico Valverde. He's on the forefront, and it's a 4 against 5. What about any FIFA that should be?
Say
Neuer. That's Neuer for you.
What are they standing there?
Manuel Neuer.
Zlatan, me sure say Neuer tie.
Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer. No, I have a no. Me, they test me for WhatsApp. Manuel Neuer is one man. Who is no? See, Manuel Neuer is one person who is always glued to our reviews on Prrrr. On for Prrrr, Diago. Manuel Neuer, and the other player, Kwane wine.
Dembele.
Not Cucurella. On for Prrrr, Diago. Cucurella in screensaver self. If you Prrrr, the KSS logo will be there. I'm not gonna lie you.
Preach.
Bono corner kick. Manuel Neuer giving us what we wanted back in the days, what he was giving clubs.
Bayern missed him actually.
Bayern really did that. But Charlie told out Manuel Neuer the experience. Oh, your mistakes and so you can.
Of course.
Why didn't he Yeah, boss. Landlord.
Unana ye bia wapam.
Yes, say you busa a question. Yes, say mo mbala masia boys the chance Cucurella mo friend back. Adama try to
No.
Adela mo friend Onana back.
Mo nana chance.
Adama try to win na from back.
Which player wanted to join Barcelona back as a La Masia guy that we didn't need him?
You didn't
need him.
I would argue you didn't need Seth Fabregas when he was joining from Arsenal. You didn't need him.
But he played the role. When he came, he played the role.
But why?
Squad depth.
Oh, no, never depth. Come and don't show him. Show me a deep.
When Oreo Romeo came back.
Segnabry is pressing like press it.
You see the generational pool.
The ball. Harry Kane.
I don't want it to know.
Charlie.
And this is what makes Harry Kane stand out.
How he's able to drop deep.
This is what makes Harry Kane stand out.
Okay.
Trent Alexander blocking that passing line. Or pass the ball on to Antonio Rudiger. The Rudiger, your friend who Claire, Yifri or Jane, the Intako way. Ubon the baby, I bet you not pressure down. So, Tiabaya, Jane.
Or press it.
Bono Kuta Bayern Munich. They are munching their passes together. Real Madrid are also sitting deep. Bayern Munich.
Zlatan Dynamic says, tell them Zlatan, if Pitash is rising, then Max Daumann is a superstar. This is purely rage bait.
Why is this a rage bait? But Pitash rising. How many games? Why Pitash? How many games has he played?
It's not just about the number of games.
It's about the quality of games.
The caliber of the games. You understand?
Because you are playing Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
They're not the only quality of games.
He's having minutes more than Max Daumann.
No,
you understand?
After the game of after the City game, and then we big them up of how good of a job he did supporting Trent in that space. I think that was the first start in the Champions League.
So Stana, when PY is done, then you come in with Real Madrid and also the balance they are having in the game.
Yeah, sure. So his first start for Real Madrid was in such a big game. If I thought he's Charlie,
big game. And if you are watching us live here inside the KSS studios, just join us on the YouTube live. We are giving you all the insights that you have to know. It's Real Madrid, the Los Blancos, the Royals of the UEFA Champions League versus Bayern Munich. If you don't know, this is one game they call the European Clasico. 45 goals from Real Madrid and then 42 from Bayern. They've met I think 28 times. And if you read the statistics, 13 times in the knockout styles. The 8 times that any team have won the game goes on to win the UEFA Champions League. It is Manuel Neuer versus Andre Lunin. The name is Sports Zlatan. You are watching us live on YouTube. Don't forget to drop your comments. We'll be giving you all the updates. And also referee who is officiating the game is Michael Oliver. Hoping he will not be giving olives to the players. We'll be giving you all the insightful analysis along the line. Just join us on YouTube live. Just search Prrrr. Drop your comments. Drop your predictions. Will Real Madrid go on to win their 16th UEFA Champions League title, or can the Bavarians, bring some beer from Germany to destroy the party at Santiago Bernabeu? That Goulet, the pass to Luis Diaz cleared the lines. Ball now, Babidi, Real Madrid. They are moving their passes together.
Don't you think?
Then Huijsen.
Don't you think Bayern Munich are more composed today at the back?
Yeah,
today.
especially the way they recover when Madrid are trying to transition. The number of players that hurry up and get back into position is very, very good. The way they recover off the ball. So the long ball from Carreras into Vinicius Junior, it looked like he had a go at Upamecano, but very immediately you see that the number of bodies in red tracking back made sure that Vinicius couldn't cause any problem in defense. But I like the composure of Arda Güler when he receives the ball in deep areas, and then there are bodies on him. He's still able to calm down and locate his spot. As you can see right now it's Valverde who's playing as a right back, not Trent. It is now that Trent
fell out.
So you see that they've been able to win the ball back because they know that Trent isn't really there defensively, so they need to help him out and play as a team. But I'm seeing that more now. Madrid trying to
I think there's a
transition again with Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius should be quick in decision making. Come on.
And then
You are playing short like this against Neuer.
It
He
is
should be quick in
on
decision making. I mean,
Manuel could be making these saves even when he's asleep. It's a routine save by Manuel.
No, I cry now.
Madrid should be making,
Sanchez, Krabechi Bori. I mean,
I feel like Real Madrid should be making more of these transition situations that they've had so far, but they are not really making good use.
should
of
take
it.
their chances. Else, I mean, Bayern can punish them at any point in time in the game.
Or on the balance of play, Bayern probably should have been leading by a goal to nil at least, because the number of two clear
cut chances.
The first one from Upamecano, and then the second one that Madrid gave away, Serge Gnabry couldn't convert that chance. But the game has slowed down a bit since then. 35 minutes played, it's still Real Madrid nil, Bayern Munich nil. 8 total attempts from Madrid, 7 from Bayern Munich, 4 on target from Real Madrid, just 1 on target from Bayern Munich. So that says it all. Bayern are trying to control the game, but they're not really testing Andre Lunin enough. And when they haven't really got the finishing touch. And for Real Madrid, it is Vinicius Junior who is the most dangerous player as at now. He's trying to get some shots on goal, but he's not really testing Manuel Neuer enough. He has tested him a few times, but his last shot on goal was really a tame effort.
His last shot on goal was really a tame effort. That's stunner. And don't forget to join us on the YouTube Live Prrrr channel. Subscribe and share like you want a miracle. It's Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. Referee Michael Oliver using the law 5 as the center man, the man to communicate and also be the law of the game. Michael Oliver is not giving olives here on the page. He's rather dishing out the yellow cards to Dean Huijsen. That was a reckless tackle.
He's fan of this thing.
I think
Pulling.
he said something.
He pulls too much.
That was a reckless tackle.
Vinicius.
Okay, that was on Vinicius. Oh, hey, Vinicius.
No,
That's
Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni. Okay, Tchouaméni took out 2 people.
Tchouaméni, and just as I said, is the Real Madrid versus.
Then it means Tchouaméni misses the next game.
It means Tchouaméni, he misses the next game.
That's the second leg.
And just as I said, the second leg, the probability that Madrid already ahead of this game had more of yellow cards, and Michael Oliver is not giving out olive oil but rather dishing out yellow cards to Real Madrid. It's a free kick, and then Joshua Kimmich, JK, behind the ball against Real Madrid. Don't forget to join us on the YouTube Live. Subscribe and share. Share the link like you want a miracle. We are doing it here, big back live inside the studios of KSS. This is Prrrr. We'll be giving you all the insightful analysis. The ball is back to Luis Diaz, the man who left Anfield to build a castle at Germany. Bona Babedi, Serge Gnabry. They are stringing their passes together. The German side are moving the ball like the German machine. They are moving quick passes together. They are knocking on the door, but let's see. Will Real Madrid open the door? Real Madrid are chasing their 16th UEFA Champions League title, but let's see if the Germans didn't bring any beer for their party at the Santiago Bernabeu. The name here is Jonathan Binzo at the Sports Latam. You are watching us live on YouTube. It's Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, the European Classico, the big game on our hands tonight. What's up now, Kabibi?
Someone said something in the comment section, and I'm like, he said, "Your rising star." Pitat Aputo.
Now Pitat rising star. Then they say Kobe Manu has Ballon d'Or.
Aputo Rogale Kuvelosi Aputo. Asabu.
Bayern Munich are moving their pieces together.
First touch.
Nice touch.
But I think Bayern is more likely to score than Madrid.
Bayern Munich have been likely to score, but the scoreline remains 0-0.
Make sure you don't write Madrid off.
Oh no, I'm not writing them off. As in the game is going on, so I'm saying what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
This is Arbeloa versus Vincent Kompany.
I'm on for sign Kuala. I'm on for so Maguire almost 7 years in 8 years contract.
Which of your defenders is better than Maguire? I mean,
Ernest, why did you say that?
Why did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh no, looking at the market, everyone is trying to buy blood, like new blood, or more future ahead. But signing, you're already struggling. Signing someone like Maguire, extending his contract, I think is a no-no.
So Tosin in your team.
So you
Tosin is young.
Tosin is young.
How old is he?
Tosin is 20.
Tosin is young.
How old is Maguire?
Maguire is also.
It is a one-day crown. No, you're young guy.
No, what are you talking about?
No, someone is 30 plus, someone is 28.
So he's not young.
So you think Maguire didn't deserve the contract extension?
He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it.
Do you have any better centre back than Maguire, Chelsea?
There are a lot of them.
Mention two.
Levi Cole is a better centre back than Maguire.
What are you talking about? PY?
What am I talking about?
What does he have ahead of Maguire?
Levi Cole. Into what teams is there? What yet? What
Of course.
Over Levi Cole.
Of course. Maguire will give me goals, give me balance in the defense.
I didn't come say a rage beat.
Yes, what are you talking about? No.
Okay, they come. You know,
How is it rage?
What are you talking about?
Let me tell you.
I did the center. It is not rage beat. It comes with reasons. Give us your reasons why you think Levi Cole is better than Maguire. We are listening.
Go.
It's a goal.
Luis Diaz.
It's a hairline. Yeah, Messi goal. Luis Diaz just scored for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich.
I said it. I said they are
Luis
more
Diaz
likely. They are more likely to score because of how they were.
Luis Diaz.
We need to see the goal back. Let's see
Yes.
the goal back.
Motiana Maguire na Tosin. Yeah, but Champions League. Motiana na Tosin. You people, they shock fans. And they go cry.
Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz were breaking the deadlock of the game. And that was a miscue from Vinicius.
That was a handball. That was a handball.
The hand was close to him.
I don't think.
No, that was a clear handball.
They are calling for a handball.
His hand was tagged.
It was attached to his body.
I mean, this is Madrid.
They'll give it.
Luis Diaz.
Madrid
inside.
This is Madrid. Let's see.
This is Madrid. So FIFA law.
Yes. I will cover right now. I mean, the fact
His hand was tagged into his body. Although it hit his hand.
No, but he was even pulling the hand to the body because he knows the ball will hit his hand.
Coming into this
It's a bit
season,
dicey, but I would like it to be a goal, but I don't know if
coming into this season,
Yeah.
they spoke about how en route to a goal.
Yeah.
If there is a handball,
Whether
it's
intentional.
yes or unintentional,
Well,
lose out the goal. Right?
And the goal stands 5 goals in 9 matches.
Wow.
Lucho.
Okay,
the goal
the
stands.
goal
Yeah.
Washegono Kama.
Yes.
Real Madrid out of Santiago Bernabeu in their own backyard are shipping goals.
Common sense has been used for one.
It's simple.
But I think it's
Real Madrid are down by a long goal to 0. And the ball is with Bayern Munich. They are controlling the midfield. They are winning all the 50-50 balls. They are changing 50-50 balls to 100-0 balls. Bonababedi, the German side, Jonathan Tama name, back to Dayo Pamecano. That's the clever pass and the change of direction from Joshua Kimmich. Michael Olise, delivering passes like Angel Michael. Bonababedi, Olise, and Sudabi.
Bad. Okay.
No, I have a clear hand.
Mbappe and Vinicius has to be quick. I mean, in decisions making.
I need to see more of Mbappe.
Yes.
I've not really seen
Yes.
Mbappe yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe. Asembiba. Mbappe is gone missing in the game.
And
Aside the slide tackle.
I just want to ask this question.
Yeah.
Do you think the approach Vinicius has taken so far, because I've seen him take 3 shots, all from outside the box. One was into the stands, 2. The second one forced a very brilliant save from Neuer, and the third one was, like you said, routine save.
Yeah.
You have a player in Dayo Upamecano in front of you. Obviously, he's a decent centre back, but we know how
At times he's
he
shaky.
can be got at if you run at him. Why don't you try and then get into the box, just like in this scenario, something like this, rather than trying to
Correct. You have a
shoot
free
from,
kick there.
afar. Because I believe that one day, what's our one? What they
The other pole, it makes
It has
sense.
to
It
be
makes a lot of
exceptional.
sense.
Yeah.
Yes,
There
that's
has to be a brilliant strike.
So he has to force himself into the box always.
The
At
pass
least
that
he'll get
came from
something.
Carreras, that long pass, I thought that was what he was going to do, going to take him.
Yes, go push.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, he turned out passing, and then
I don't think there's a foul though. I wouldn't give a
I
foul.
also-
that's a
It's
foul.
too-
I mean,
it's
it's the same as this one, Olise's one, like the one that
Olise's
came.
one, the first
Ada
one.
Gule behind
Yes, the one that came earlier in the game.
Ada Gule.
Trent or
Trent and
In-swinger
Goulet on
or
the ball.
out-swinger? Okay, Goulet.
Again,
has
it's strength.
yeah.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I
This is-
feel
this
like
is-
he will
this
pass
is
the
very
ball
similar
to
to
he will
a
pass the
goal
ball to someone.
Tony
He
Who
scored
scored
for
against-
Liverpool against Arsenal. Woo, that was a strike.
Just wanted to whip it into a dangerous area.
Mbappe has to do something special.
Pass back.
Mbappe has been missing.
So far, 44 minutes. It's almost half time. 44 minutes played. It's still Bayern Munich 1, Real Madrid 0 at the Bernabeu. The
Bro is
Bernabeu
wasting
has
too
been
much time on the ball. Hey,
Rising star Thiago Peter changing the direction of the game. Bona.
Rising star.
Rising star, they're fantastic.
He's from the other branch of Bayern in Spain. I mean, so yeah.
Rising star, they're fantastic.
Peter.
Shahakuna. Okay.
Manuel Neuer changing passes with the
Tosin is
midfielders.
young, so I mean, yeah, he's a rising star.
Those are the
Yeah.
and Tosin or 21 and he's so strong and fit.
And the ball comes back. Rudiger versus Serge Gnabry. Antonio Rudiger goes back to his goalkeeper Andre Lunin. 45 minutes of play. Referee Michael Oliver the one pair account. Real Madrid are moving their passes. Kylian Mbappe here on the right hand side missing out in action.
That's a nice ball.
It's a good ball.
Vinicius.
Don't lose your foot.
Fayeno. It's too soft.
That's a,
Oh.
he awarded that a dive
Handball.
against Vinicius.
No, I think a handball. It was a handball.
Michael Oliver says Vini Mentewa Semino. Hey, Vini.
Penalty.
Be so we people.
He
dey see.
awarded that a dive.
It's too soft, sir.
Soft way. Yo.
We are finishing a winning now. Oh.
Udinese.
Yeah.
Because of only Yeman can Yashema be very fine.
Upamecano shouldn't be doing that.
This is
I
I mean,
Yeah.
if that's awarded, I won't be
Yeah,
surprised.
you are giving the referee a chance to give a
You
penalty.
know, it was
for
a
that.
handball.
He gave a handball. But
Oh.
the challenge from Upamecano.
And you, Rodri.
Rodrigo Goes in the stands.
That's very poor.
The 1 minute added up is gone. The first half of the game is over.
Yeah.
Real Madrid 0, Bayern Munich 1. What's the update from Sporting
But it was also for one side.
0-0.
He has a short cry at the amount.
0-0 now.
Why didn't
Arsenal,
I can
after
see
43
Arsenal.
minutes, the match is still 0-0. Arsenal have an expected goal of 0.07. No
Hey!
big chances created.
Wow.
2 shots. No shots on target. Charlie.
Kylian Mbappe furiously leaving the pitch. And clearly you can see that he's missing in action. Joshua Kimmich also leading the pack for the Bavarians off the pitch. Luis Diaz 41 minute goal no, and are breaking the deadlock of the game. Bayern Munich 1, Real Madrid 0. This is the quarter-final. First leg between both clubs. Antonio Rudiger, Omani and Jay, they are leaving the pitch. The second half will be back. Don't forget, just stay with us. We'll be giving you all the breakdown from the first half. Starter, Man United Starter. So far, do you think the game has given us is the true reflection of what we saw in the first half, the scoreline?
Oh yeah, I mean actually, Bayern has proven that. I mean, they are on top of their game this season, yes, and they deserve the goal. I mean, because our brother even said that they are the favorite to score first in this game.
more likely
And then,
to
yes,
score,
I
yeah.
mean, that was a very good game. And you see, before the match started, I said it. Bayern likes to hold the ball and then control the tempo of the game, and anyone that does that in this game is more likely to win, and that's what they are doing. So I mean, it's a good game from Bayern. Madrid should up.
Real Madrid, the Royals of the UEFA Champions League, needs to map up. They have to, come up. They have to, show their desire and yearning for the trophy. Ernest, so far, is the scoreline, a true reflection of what we've seen? If you look at, Real Madrid ahead of this game already have 4 players in the lineup on the yellow card, and then we've seen Chouameni on the yellow card, and then Dean Huijsen also on the yellow card. So potentially, some players might miss the second leg. Potentially, some player might get a red card even in the second half. What do you think Real Madrid and then Arbeloa should do? And we've seen, to that point, what do you think Arbeloa should do to keep all these guys their heads up to come back into this game?
I think he should talk to them during this halftime break that they have 2 legs to play. They are playing this first one, and they will play in Germany in the second leg. So they should be more careful, because when you lose certain kind of players in the second leg, it might hurt you. Maybe they wouldn't score more goals. So when you go there, you can do or cause an upset or something. But when you miss those important players, it might cost you in the second leg. And not to cut you, the last time you said Mbappe always plays according to what he feels like, because he cuts in and he plays shots. Today, Vini is repeating the same thing.
Because Mbappe is missing.
Correct. But I think sometimes you have to read the lines. Try to communicate with Mbappe, because with the 3 clear chances that he had, that he had a shot, all went away from goal.
2 were on target.
Yeah, but it wasn't something that.
I get you.
I hope you understand, because a player like Vini, we know what he's capable of doing on a good day. So I think the communication has to be there, and Mbappe too is supposed to be where he has to be at the right time. They will get it when that happens.
Mbappe has to be where he is at the right time. So PY, with the Mbappe conversation, you see, because it's the 2 men, arrowhead, Vini and then Mbappe. Communication shouldn't be something in distance, but very close, quick touches, and then you move into space. But it looks like whenever Vini has the ball and then he's running, Mbappe is wide more than playing a bit central to even get the pass. And then when you do that, it looks like you're expecting a long ball. Before the ball will arrive, Bayern to, cover bodies over there. So what do you think Arbeloa should do? Side the player, and clearly, when he's not having his game, he was furious leaving the pitch, and that's Kylian Mbappe. So imagine the tension, what will be in the dressing room. PSG boy should be but do you think these things can be, said? Because clearly, the demeanor of Mbappe shows that Niama won a bosho. Football will be that. Definitely.
Of course.
Now in dress. Do you think Mbappe going to the dressing room, anything of that sort, will help to change their mentality coming into the second half? Or he should just keep quiet, face his fears, as a decoy, help play as a team, and stop drifting right? All the balls are going to who?
Vinicius, yeah.
So what do you think Arbeloa should do about that?
I think we have bigged up Arbeloa for being one of the good managers of ego so far in the Madrid team, because Obai who clashes be unlike when Xabi Alonso won. So this would be very, very easy for you to, it's not an easy task to talk to Mbappe, tell him that, Charlie, there are some games that you can grab them by the scruff of the neck. The games be what you started and say game where you game. Last week we just realized it. The last round, we saw that the game against Man City, the first leg was Valverde's game. Yeah. Everybody would want to play to Valverde's strength because he was just on top of his game. Vinicius in this game, we've seen him hold the ball up, try and then get the Bayern defense a bit uncomfortable, and it has worked. He has pulled save from Manuel Neuer, a very good save at that. So Mbappe should just understand that, and then the main, and
then he'll be there.
But then that is the problem with Mbappe. He's just a winner. He's just one of those people who wants to be at the forefront of everything. Charlie. The egotistic attitude.
That's why they draw the line between Oni Musa Mosquito. Continue.
Who is Musa Mosquito?
Dembus, the senior man. But yeah, it's just up to Arbeloa to do this thing. Talk to them, make him aware that, Charlie, there are some games that you just need to be in and around the box. You don't have to have the ball to your feet all the time, but just be there to apply the finishing touches when we need you. And then, like I said in the first half, if Vinicius is to drive into the box more rather than shooting from wide, it might allow Mbappe to get into the game, because getting into the box would give you more chances to maybe slot the ball to Mbappe or something. So, yeah.
Trigger more passes in the start. I'll be coming to you, For Bayern Munich, we've seen their pressing being well coordinated, the midfield winning the 50-50 balls. Do you think Vincent Kompany has this game done?
I think the one thing that he knew he needed to make sure doesn't happen is the Madrid transitional phase, and so he's made sure that when Madrid break on the transition, he has more players recovering very quickly and settling into position. And I think it has been a little bit more comfortable for Bayern because immediately Madrid break, they know they are going on the left-hand side.
Yes.
So it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very easy for Bayern defenders to shuffle
back.
across.
Yes.
So Upamecano is not. So right now it looks like Upamecano is playing as a right back.
Yes.
But he's a centre back. But it is because he knows that it's
That's
going
where
to the
the ball
left-hand
is
side. So
going.
he always shuffles across, and then
Left to
everyone
the
gets
side.
back into position. So if you look at the shots that Vinicius is playing, they aren't high quality
Their
shots.
bodies in front of
It's
him.
like
Yes.
he's forcing it a little bit. So it will take something spectacular, and that is what Vincent Kompany has done very well with trying to tame the attack of Real Madrid. And it is something that I spoke about before, especially in the preview. And so previously when Mbappe wasn't in the side and they were playing Vinicius, and then Valverde was was playing a decoy, allowing Valverde to come in. That was a bit more dynamic in terms of they could do it on the left.
was
Sometimes they did it on the right.
Yes.
If you remember the first goal that Valverde scored against Manchester City at home, it was a long ball.
long
That was
ball
on the right hand side.
Courtois.
You get my point.
Yeah.
But this time everything is on the left hand side.
Everything is going through the left. Yeah.
Even the second goal that Valverde scored, it was on the left hand side. Vinicius received the ball, and then Valverde made that blind side run, and then he got the ball. So that was a bit unpredictable, which really helps when you are playing in transition. You don't have to be predictable all the time, and that is what Bayern Munich are using to advantage the predictability of this match. Real Madrid side.
We've all bigged up Arda Güler this first half for putting in brilliant passes, but if you realize all the brilliant passes went to the left side of it.
They all went to the left hand side.
All of it went to Vinicius.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good.
Yeah,
We cannot falter that. They were good passes.
They were good passes, but
we know him. He possesses enough quality to just dummy everybody, put the ball to the right, throw the Bayern defense off a bit. But
I think starting the season, he was very compatible and connective with Mbappe.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I'm looking forward to seeing something like that.
Seeing that connection back in this
But
game.
in this game, it looks like it's between him and then Vinicius Junior.
Yeah. I think that is the
I think
reason
it
why.
happens. Sometimes it's not always about this player and this player. It depends on the tempo of the game and how the game is being going.
Okay.
I hope you
No, I
understand.
think it depends on the trust for the player as well.
I mean, yes.
No, but like you see, sometimes
you guys are making very good
point,
arguments.
but you see, sometimes maybe everyone's attention is on Mbappe. So a bit space will be created for Vinicius. So it should be played according to. Because sometimes Vinicius might be occupied and Mbappe will get into spaces that he needs the ball. So I think that is that.
Yeah.
I think you guys have all made good point. I think that is the more reason why we've seen Xabi Alonso he really trusted Arda Güler. He played him almost every time.
Every
And then
time.
Abaloa has followed you because you has also seen that he's vital,
good.
especially
He's
in
good in
transition.
that,
Unlike
the final
Ancelotti
ball.
that didn't trust the youngsters.
Yeah, Ancelotti didn't really put that.
I mean,
trust
I
in
think it was more of how Ancelotti wanted to play.
okay, yeah, that
How
was
he
also a
wanted to
factor.
play suited Bellingham.
Yes, with his box crashing ability
Exactly.
of Jude Bellingham. So
Yeah.
he didn't really need the profile of
Arda
Güler in his
yeah,
team.
Arda Güler,
But
yeah.
I think there's one thing that we spoke about in the preview. I don't know if you've seen the goal. The goal it comes from the middle. It doesn't come from the wide area.
Yeah.
And it's as a result of the midfielders
Being
not really being compact. Because Thiago Pitache is down the left hand side. helping to
with
defend.
his ratings,
mentions in the preview. Yeah,
Exactly. And then there's Michael Olise who is giving Carreras a hard time. So that
actually-
also means Tchouaméni
Obviously, Tchouaméni went there to foul.
also has an eye there.
Yeah.
So the middle of the pitch is a
bit deserted.
and that is how Sergio Gnabry is
Fair.
able to
but your
spread
man's
that ball
rating,
through.
your man's rating no good, crowd.
Who's rating?
5.7. Pitache.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of the Madrid players have really been exceptional so far.
Yeah.
I think
Aside
maybe
Güler and
Vinicius.
Carreras.
Yeah, maybe okay, yeah.
you know one thing, the
Maybe
Thiago
Güler.
Pitache thing. Thiago Pitache, I haven't really seen how exceptional he is on the ball.
No,
it is rather his work rate. That is why he's in the
So
team.
off the ball most
Yes,
of the time.
his work rate is the reason why he's in the
The
team.
energy that he gives.
The energy, because I mean, 2 players out of the 11 players, 2 or more Muniho, it's just the 9 players.
Yeah.
So you need someone who
can
will
cover
do
up
the
that-
job of
that
2
two
people.
players.
So those 2 boys, you always have to carry them. And it reminds me of the Barcelona situation when Rafinha plays.
Okay.
And so I always argue with Barcelona fans that when Rashford is not in the side, sometimes I don't really want to see Lewandowski there, because Rashford is the one who carries Lewandowski in terms of the press. So if Rafinha is not playing and then you play Rashford, then you have Lewandowski and Lamine Yamal as your front three. Then
more like
your press
a
will be
liability.
you get my point.
Yeah.
So I'd rather want to see maybe Fermin Lopez
in there or
Ferran,
maybe even Ferran in there. Yeah,
who will be more front foot in terms of defending. So I think that is the point with Thiago Pittar. So on the ball, you wouldn't really agree. He's not really an exception.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a young player. He might probably grow and become the player they want him to be.
I also like that aspect of him, because I don't think he's going to offer something on the ball that the people around him cannot do. Yes. So what he actually offers in tucking in, helping Trent, being a part of the midfield, keeping the midfield compact. Because right now, looking at how the midfield is right now, talking about how Tchouaméni is helping on the left side, he's helping on the right. The midfield is a bit more dejected. But if, for instance, we had a capable person playing in the right side position, he will just be an extra body in the midfield, keeping it a bit more compact for the Madrid team. And that is what they need. They don't need you to be exceptional.
Yes.
They don't need you to be scoring screamers. If you do, I mean, that's a plus. But anyway, I don't know.
But again, we also need to acknowledge something. Thiago Pittar is in the side. They say we're too Kamavinga. Bro,
it's not
Kamavinga
that's
from
what I was
the
about
side.
to say. If there was somebody good on the ball, they could have played Kamavinga.
They would have played Kamavinga.
So you being ahead of Kamavinga, you need to be special, not on the ball.
They have a
have to do extra work rate.
So, I mean, that's not even his goal, I'm sure. And then, as we can see, Tchouaméni is being cautious in this game. And
he has a yellow.
He being cautious,
but he has already.
But I think there are a fair few players who can
Mbappe, Vinicius. A couple.
Oh wow!
I have it here. Let me.
I think Ada Goulet too.
Okay, that was the point you were making about how the players need to be careful.
He needs to talk to them, because when you miss some important
they have
players
6
going
players
into
who
the
are at
second leg,
risk of missing the second
I hope
leg.
you
Tchouaméni
understand.
is one.
So he has to talk to them.
Jude Bellingham is one. But how is Jude Bellingham one? He's been injured
He
for
hasn't,
so
he
long.
hasn't been in the side for a while.
The card they follow him.
But I thought it resetted.
Yeah,
So I don't know
knockout
when he
games.
got that card.
So it's Aurelion Tchouaméni.
Oh, sorry,
Okay, so let me finish reading this. Aurelion Tchouaméni
So you
is
see
one.
food now, you won't finish with this one.
Jude Bellingham is one. Alvaro Carreras is another.
You might.
I think that is the reason why maybe Alvaro Carreras is maybe a little bit afraid
Slow.
to get stuck into
He's slow to
Michael Olise,
reactions.
because he knows when he gets a yellow.
And
this is
Olise
the
too
next thing.
might cause him to get a card.
Yeah, Dean Huijsen is also another, and Vinicius Junior.
Dean Huijsen in
So all
the
these
second
six
in the second half.
Yeah.
I feel like he is going to cause a penalty. I don't know, but I have a feeling. Yeah, I have a feeling.
Someone is also asking, I think, a valid question. He says, Dynamic 007 Derek says, should Bellingham come in for Pittar because Ada Goulet is playing well, but the forwards still need an additional
extra
man since
man.
Mbappe and Vini are finding it hard to do anything?
I think Bellingham will get minutes. That one, yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's a brilliant question. Dynamic 007, that's a brilliant question, but that is a problem. Because if you take off Pittar, someone who is ultimately supposed to be supplying cover to Trent, because he has Lucho on that side, who has gone on to score the goal.
Yeah.
You leave him, he's going to hurt Trent.
Sure.
You take him off for more offensive adaptivity and things. You bring him in to add more to the offense. You leave your defense exposed as well. And we're talking about the team who has scored probably the most goals in Europe, top 5 leagues this season. Leaving Luis Diaz, who is on super form this year. I think he has already 20 goals this season. For Trent to deal with him. Trent Ayehun against Mallorca. He always loses his footing when they are running at him.
He's been quite okay today.
He's been okay.
He's had the help though.
But like I said, he has had Pittar on that side. He has had Rudiger on that side helping him as well.
And that has accounted for the space that was left in the middle.
For the goal to happen. So.
I think he also made another point about bringing on Franco Mastantuano. Off the ball, Mastantuano really does it off the ball. But I think in this game, what they need now is a goal. So bringing on Mastantuano, maybe not at the moment. Maybe if they're able to get ahead in a tie.
I'm sure Rayad has really proved us now.
Is it?
Rayad, what serious now on certain occasions, because his ratings is 7.3. Aside, I don't know. Obia was 6.5.
So
from the ratings you were seeing Sporting are rather on the
they are rather on us now.
So,
what do we have here?
Yeah, what do we have here? I'll come to this, but let me give you the introduction for the second half of the game. Referee Michael Oliver.
Hey, Charlie, we see one who are vexing for
Why?
Oh, that's what Kasa.
Esia Bono. We have to beat him.
He's ready. Let's see how the second half goes.
Yeah. So the second half between Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. Bayern Munich are on top of the game. 1 goal already in the first half scored by Luis Fernando Maranquillo. Luis Fernando Abrantino Sinakai for Bayern Munich scored a spectacular goal.
All right.
And the second half is underway. Referee Michael Oliver issuing for the second half to kickstart. Real Madrid waiting to, get that equalizer. And the good ball to Michael Olise. Olise swinging passes and then dazzling like Angel Michael.
You have a problem.
It's a goal. Harry Kane. Even in a wheelchair, you play.
Let's go.
Bono, a goal. And see,
This is what Barcelona needs.
this is what I talk
Somebody
about.
to kill the game for Barcelona.
Olise, bro.
Olise.
But it's not just about Olise. Do you saw who won the ball? That was Pavlovic.
Pavlovic won the ball in the middle, and then
I
goodness
think
me.
Zlatan
This
spoke
was
about
the worst time to concede a goal. Right after first.
Zlatan spoke about this in a
It
preview.
breaks down your plan.
about Bayern Munich transition, but we also know Bayern Munich like to gain control of the game. But sometimes when they don't have that sort of control, they want to win the ball back high and then quick.
Yeah.
They go on the transition, and that is what exactly
that
happened
is a
here.
good- that is a
After
good
Pavlovic
nick,
won the ball
yeah.
back. So we won the ball
I mean, the
back.
shape is already off because Carreras is out of position.
Yeah.
Poison is already on the ropes. He cannot put in too much. And then Hurricane, bro. That's a
my
great
God.
finish.
That's a clinical finish.
That's a great
Lewis should have
finish.
saved that.
No, but Hurricane had it.
Come on.
Hurricane
He could have
had
done
it.
better. No.
I mean, there's a bounce right in
He
front
could have
of
done
him.
better. He could have done better.
I mean, if he saves this,
Madrid is
fair
going to
play,
miss
but
Courtois.
I'm not going to fault
That's
him
why
for
I'm saying he
conceding
could
this
have
goal.
probably
Yeah,
He would have done
It's like
better.
Madrid.
Not
Madrid
that
is
it's
about to
more
drink.
better, I mean,
We have a situation
Madrid is
again.
about to drink.
We have a situation again.
here. We have a situation here.
Go! Save Lunin. Save Lunin.
This is Madrid and
No.
Bernabeu.
Only 2 minutes into the second half.
And it's like forever.
Madrid are on the back foot. They are struggling to keep pace with the intensity that Bayern Munich have brought in
the second half.
Second half, bro.
Struggling with the intensity. Bayern have a corner
It's
kick.
just
Michael
2 minutes.
Olise,
Barely.
is on the corner kick. Let's
If they
see how
concede
it
again, the
goes.
tie is done for me, bro.
And they have.
problem.
And they have.
Okay, Lunin.
Lunin with the save. But
Sesko will miss.
I leave Ferran Torres.
Papa combo 50 minutes. Make you continue. Now striker there. Striker who you know how to fire. You know be on the bench, oh, bro.
Thank you. You have an argument.
And Real Madrid, Historia to hiciste.
and only a Casamelo.
What do we got? I don't know.
I think Spanish.
Okay, Valverde.
W ntina ko o shode bo na ma the keeper bet ya na. Like Charlie, hito Bayern Munich eka kiti bi. Nkoma concede goal. Let's go again. It's the Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich tie. Bonababedi Alvaro Carreras. And Real Madrid are not into the game. It looks like Bayern Munich are controlling the game. They are moving their passes together. That was a clinical touch from Harry Kane with a wonderful build-up, wonderful dazzling of the ball from Michael Olise, moving the ball like Angel Michael. Or pass the ball on Babedi in Finfina Famo. And the ball is with Real Madrid. They are swinging their passes together. Antonio Rudiger with a long ball into the box. But the ball comes the other way around.
Cross, I guess. Antonio Rudiger cross in the same to make Chameniasha. You see how long the ball stayed in the air?
Liverpool fans didn't come on. 4-0 France for need didn't come on.
Oh, I didn't know pair past
4-0 France for need didn't come on.
Charlie. Okay. What does Vinny have for me here?
This is what you are looking for.
No. The first time make the cross. The first time make the cross.
Took too long on the ball.
Play continues.
Real Madrid dangerous on the attack.
And that was a block there.
I think if Madrid would score, it will come from Vinny's position.
Even when Madrid looks like they're a bit dangerous, they still aren't really able
They don't look
like
that clear. It doesn't really look like they're still going to score.
But Madrid have a corner. Ada Goulet takes the corner.
That's a
poor corner.
That's a clearance there. This is the second time I've seen Ada Goulet with a poor kick from the other side, trying to dazzle around Bayern Munich.
That's
but
a pass,
Vinicius Junior. But Bayern Munich wins the ball back, and the ball is passed to Olise. Olise on the forward pass the ball. That's a mixed place pass. Bonababe a good dribble. He swings the pass to Kylian Mbappe.
It's too much.
Kylian Mbappe has been missing the game.
He's too wide on the other side.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe has been missing in the
He
game.
wants to stretch them.
But
I don't think he should be the one doing that.
he should be the one doing that.
Kylian Mbappe has been missing in the game. That was a good dribble there. And if you are here, you are sitting inside the studios of KSS. Prrrr, we are giving you
How are you telling me that?
who YouTube channel no
How are you telling me this?
How are you telling me this, bro? Say Mbappe na be touchline winger. Amount. Say the
Especially on the
If you are on the YouTube,
bro.
drop your comments, share your sentiments, cry your cries like Hala Madrid, and share your happiness like Bayern Munich.
Does that mean maybe you'd like maybe a Brahim Diaz to
Yeah, I would want Brahim Diaz to get into this game.
Exactly.
To change
And I think he
who?
needs to change the dynamic.
So
of the
Brahim
game.
Diaz comes on for who?
One of the midfielders.
One of the
Need a
midfielders.
goal. Need a goal.
I think Upamecano was
Hope you know one of the
alert.
midfielders is covering as a defender.
Make
So who are you sacrificing? And also sacrifice that defensive role.
yeah.
So who are you sacrificing?
I would sacrifice Thiago Pitache in this scenario because Rudiger has been lending a helping hand to Trent on that side. So yeah, like I say,
Pass this ball, man.
and what Pitache is doing.
What do they want?
We are not even seeing Valverde tackling like he used to do because Rudiger has been on that side. Obviously, you need to sacrifice one. Either you would be defensively solid or you'd want to be on the front.
or another alternative would be take Trent off, play Valverde at right back, then bring on a right winger.
That
maybe
also
a
works.
Brahim
That
Diaz
also works.
or
Because
someone like
Valverde will
Keep
do
your
double
defense
work.
That also
solidity,
works, yeah.
and then you offer more options
That also
and dynamism
works.
in attack.
Yes.
That is also another solution.
That's
But
like
let's
a
see what
perfect
Abeloa
solution.
does.
Hey,
Yeah.
but no, I just read. Hurricane has 11 goals in 10 games.
Yes.
Yes.
The record is 15, if I'm not mistaken.
As in.
The most goals in the UEFA campaign.
Yeah,
Champions League campaign.
yeah, I think it's
Ronaldo,
Cristiano,
15
yeah.
or 16.
I think
it's 15,
I think
yeah.
it's 15, but let me confirm that for you.
So Harry Kane is definitely chasing the record here.
Mbappe also has 12, if I'm not
The
mistaken.
boys know who was studio.
Yes,
If
he's
you
the top
talk and
scorer.
then
He's the top leading scorer in the Champions League.
So, record now, who can this season? Because
That was a nice
and
catch.
that's Kylian Mbappe. He brings the ball back. He moves it to the right hand side. Kylian Mbappe forces a shot, but still, Kylian Mbappe, he can't do it alone. Bayern Munich have won the ball back. Bonababe the Bayern Munich. If you are inside the studios of KSS, when you bet
That's Pavlovich.
Osha table no so a pizza man. Osha table no so a pizza man.
Mbappe
Mbappe
and the
has
record is
13.
17.
Mbappe
The record is 17.
17.
In the 13
Mbappe has
season,
13 goals.
17 goals.
Mbappe has what?
In a single
13,
campaign.
13 this season.
Okay. Yeah. he's
And
in-
Harry won 11.
4 more.
But 17
Until he
is,
And this is Michael Olise driving through the middle. Michael Olise.
17 is
He
a lot.
passes the ball there, Sudabi. He loses his footing, and the ball comes back to German side Bayern Munich.
how did Ronaldo score 17 goals?
They are swinging their. But Kylian Mbappe has 13 goals. So
And
what's
he
your
also
that?
has 16.
Yeah, he has
He has
17.
16 and he has 17.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that season, in the group stages, no one should have
wasn't even-
It was in the knockout.
So
The business
Bruno-
house.
no.
yeah.
Mr. Champions
Yeah,
League.
Mr. UC
Yeah.
for a reason.
Cristiano Dos Santos are
Andrew
very-
Griezmann,
They are
but
punching
knockout.
for a reason. The goats.
Say they go to the only
The goats. They are punching.
Me say Andrew Christmas, but knockout. No, yeah, there.
Bars, man.
If you are listening to this and you are inside the studios of KSS, NXA and Drew Christmas by knockouts no yard in the UEFA Champions League tie. Recently, it has been Vinicius, but he's off against German side Bayern Munich. Bayern are moving the passes together. Two beautiful goals from Harry Kane and then Luis Diaz. They are on top of the game. Will Real Madrid be able to turn the deficit here at the Santiago Bernabeu, or will they wait to do the turnover in Germany far away from home?
Fair.
Bonababe di Bayern was swinging passes. No Zlatan Menia Brameka say, don't forget a pizza man. On the city table, no so I say me bread me the bed tram me minimum. A pizza man. Michael Olise, that's lane. Michael Olise dribbles one, dribbles two. Olise swinging the dribbles like a dribbler. Michael Olise, that was a fantastic shot from Michael. Michael Olise with a fantastic.
Yeah.
That was him.
Michael Olise with a fantastic.
Lisa is too swift.
Nah, see,
Carreras is in Arnold's shoe right now.
See the tracking back. See what he's doing.
Also, people more.
I think he needs to go off now.
That's Michael Olise
I think he needs to go.
tracking back and also driving
Trent?
through the midfield and playing as a winger.
Who would you bring in for Pitash in the midfield?
Jude.
Who else is left?
Kamau Kamavinga.
Kama is there, but
I'll probably bring in Jude.
looking for a goal, I'll bring Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Oh no, poor pass.
And that's a poor pass.
His work rate is also high. So.
Loaning, and the ball falls to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He wants to go long, but there's no man, so he goes short to
Rudiger.
Antonio Rudiger. Either Gullet brings the ball back to Dean
Nice play
Wyson.
out of trouble. Hey.
They passes it back, and you see Kimmich pressing on.
Football.
Federico Valverde is not comfortable.
Bro,
Another goal.
don't foul him. Nice.
Harry
recovery.
Kane.
Nice.
But have you seen the press?
From
The
Bayern
press and
Munich.
the press.
How did
I mean, they beat the press. He said,
Yes, I thought they were out of trouble. Yeah. So I don't know
They
how.
went back into it. That is what a good press does.
No one. Oh,
he's lucky, bro.
but he did well by tracking back.
Yeah, he did well.
His heart skip a bit.
Yeah,
It
that one,
has
yeah.
to. It's
Not just a
normal.
bit, like 3 seconds.
Hey. Harry Kane. Crazy finisher.
And the ball is a corner kick against Real Madrid. Harry Kane on Chouameni. Olise balloons the ball.
Is that a goal?
No.
No. That's not a goal.
Pamecano.
That's not a goal.
Score clear chance. He won't score. This is what you want to score.
Oh. I don't know.
Mbappe has followed on from his Mallorca performance.
yeah. I said, a double now.
It has affected him.
Asemba
No, it has affected him and it's showing.
Yeah. Said from interview, no,
It's part of sportsmanship.
Interview, says
defending is easy now. Defender not to do. Finding it hard.
Hey, Neuer. Manuel Neuer with a pass to Jonathan Tah.
I mean, this is so normal of him. But when it matters, he will.
And the ball is infringement against Real Madrid. This is Florentino Perez alongside Gianni Infantino on our screens.
Yeah, Gianni there.
Hey, Alexander Sefrena. Yeah. Infantino be FIFA. We move inside here. Bona Babidi Real Madrid. They are swinging their passes together. And if you are listening to me, we are live on YouTube on Prrrr. We are doing it big back live. The guys are seated. Osheni Maya Pizza man. Clutch moments. Be I clutch minimum.
I mean, Madrid are giving away.
And this is Real Madrid.
They are frustrating themselves.
Yeah, they are giving
Bellingham
away
is
this.
Frustrations are growing bigger inside the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid are down by 2-0. Beautiful goals from Harry Kane and then Luis Diaz. Bayern Munich are moving their passes together like a piece of cake. Michael Olise is on the floor. Michael Olise dazzling and dribbling like Angel Michael from the Mount of Ilmi because we have Referee
That's not
Michael
football,
Oliver.
ah.
That's not football, says PY. Michael Oliver comes to the party and said, additional yellow cards.
Zlatan, question for you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
From Dynamic again. It says, Zlatan, question. Should we go for Alvarez next season for long term or Hurricane for 2 seasons?
That's poor, bro. Why?
Then we have to go for Alvarez for a long term. If we need a striker.
But you know, Zlatan, see the Barcelona team are bang. When you get Hurricane,
I don't think if you get Julian Alvarez to, he will prove that being here. When Julian Alvarez had a team at Abeno and they cooked, he was able to, close it very well. He was able to finish it very well. So it's about you cooking.
I mean, Yamal is on top of his game.
That's
now.
the point. If you look at the Trivelas from Yamal and then Ferran Mune at the end of the Trivela there, then I'll pick Alvarez on any day.
Giving serious passes. So I mean, if you really want to see him,
That's a Ferran at the
so
end
he
of
said
the
Ferran
first
or Shepherd.
Oh yeah, Ferran Nadebia or commenting.
it's the okay.
Okay.
Or typical comment section could say you are biased by Ferran Torres.
On the park.
And the ball is with Real Madrid. Trent Alexander-Arnold goes long. This is Dayo.
Oh, that's a goal.
It is
Goal!
How can you miss this? Vinny.
Vinicius.
Historia.
Because
Trent, wow.
because Akwemu better no on the coach.
This pass from here.
No, I mean we need to pick up Neuer.
Closest space.
Staying on his
Closest
feet
space.
the whole I mean he saved it with his
Manuel Neuer saved the ball.
He got a touch. He got a touch.
Manuel Neuer saved the ball.
No, on the left hand. You got a touch on the left hand.
Manuel Neuer, Jude Bellingham, and then Eden Militao. Eden Militao for
Militao is better on set pieces.
Huijsen.
Yeah.
Thiago Pitach or for Jude Bellingham.
That was a poor ball from Vinicius.
Very, very poor. West.
Needs to score that. I mean, yeah, no save.
A top-notch player like
That is
you.
a goal. That is a goal. I mean, that is a goal.
It's even bring you into the game again.
And at 2-1, the momentum would have been on their side.
their
Yeah.
side.
Different
61st minute. I mean,
a lot more to play to.
Time to play for. At 2.
I mean, Bayern is playing like they are playing at their home. They are not bothered about
They
the
are
noise
relaxed.
at the Bernabeu.
Oh,
And that's
Bayern is reminding me of how Arsenal played at the Bernabeu.
okay.
very
Last
confident.
season. Very,
Last
very
season.
comfortable, confident.
It was like a neutral venue. Stadium, you are 2.
It was like a neutral venue.
Madrid closed the Bernabeu.
But rice was cooking.
It's like Anfield this season. I mean,
Or should we or maybe you.
Okay, as a what? Okay, as a what?
2 minutes.
Anfield is not Anfield. So I mean,
Real Madrid again,
so
but
it's
no.
Bernabeu.
Michael Olise with a missed chance over there.
Has he been the best player in the game so far?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Olise has been.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Who would you go for?
I would go for Olise.
Olise.
Yeah. Olise, Kimmich,
Stan, are you
right
saying
at the back.
I'm not
Who's the
sure.
best player in the game so far for you?
Personally, I'll go for Pamecano with how he has been able to.
Upamecano.
Yes.
No, that mistake in Kwame.
No. Listen, no. That was just a mistake. I mean,
That was just a mistake in this game.
Just a mistake.
yes.
In this game,
That was a cost. It could have been a very
like a game like
No,
this, you shouldn't
no.
be giving away such balls.
There was no pressure on the ball.
Aside that, I mean, he's
I
been
mean, there
defensively
was,
good.
but it could have been a lot more calmer in the decision making that he did.
And that's a good pass.
And maybe we are not
Michael
paying
Olise.
attention to Kimmich.
That's not
Yeah.
He breaks the ball and that's no offside.
I
He's
thought
still in
that
there.
would maybe
Nah,
came
Bona
out.
Babidi,
Carreras has been in
Olise,
trouble
and that's a
today,
dribble. Olise
Carreras
too.
has been
Hey.
in trouble.
I mean,
How Nabri was
it has-
waiting for the
it has
ball.
been the other way around. I thought Trent was
been
going
the
to
other
get
side.
cooked
Yeah.
today. I mean,
Yeah.
but then
But I think it's more because Tchouaméni has been booked. He cannot come in as much to come.
that's why I said
Yeah.
he's being cautious, and it's costing them.
And look at Goulet. Goulet here, you need to be closing that side for
Yes,
him.
yes.
I'm not that surprised though. I think it's like everybody knows Trent is weak defensively. So anytime most
They
of the
will
team
target
set up,
there, yeah.
they know to target there. But
If you want
maybe they haven't really paid attention to Carreras. Maybe he's also not that good defensively. Maybe it's because the attention is always on Trent's side. Trent in a weakness.
How are they defending the set piece like this?
No, I also think
Or maybe he's just having a bad game.
Looking at this Madrid game, looking at this Bayern side, the threat comes from this one. Olise most of the
Olise
time.
more.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's not so different in this game.
Okay.
So as a defender, you need
That's
to
poor
show
defense
up.
on that set piece, though. Poor defense from Real Madrid.
Real Madrid are fumbling inside their own backyard.
Fumbling. If they concede another goal,
Michael Olise with that corner kick by Andre Lunin. Luis Diaz needed to position himself well for this kick. Luis Diaz. About said OFC.
No, IFU. When was the IFU? It was born anyhow.
A Kopuma.
You have about 3 days straight. Umbrella.
Yeah. Colombia near on what about you? Umbrella.
Bellingham.
Okay, this is what we're looking
Nice ball.
for. Kimmich. Okay, Kimmich.
It's a goal. Go.
Save.
Manuel Neuer.
Save. No, it's you. It will say now.
And
Save Manuel Neuer.
And this is his save.
Arsenal. Where's the remote?
Finally.
Arsenal on top of their game. But just as I said, Manuel Neuer saving.
Yeah, it'll be the one, but it's easy.
The decoder is inside. Oh, okay.
Arsenal scored.
You sure?
Zubimendi has scored for
Arsenal score. Oh, wow.
No need. And Arsenal on top against Sporting. No need. We are back in action here. Real Madrid still trying to get something against Bayern Munich.
That's all.
Real Madrid still trying to get something on top of the game.
Let's go.
I think they are checking the goal.
Wait, let's just.
They are checking the goal. So
Bayern Munich are moving their passes together.
Barcelona went to be
no goal.
no goal.
Offside.
Okay.
That's nice.
Arsenal's goal have been
That's nice.
Hey,
Mike, let's go. Let's go back.
If you say you invest or you just they do against.
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't like us.
And we are back to the Santiago Bernabeu.
What's happening?
Manuel Neuer goes long. Real Madrid are having a very G3 team. All the players are looking lost.
What's happening?
All the players are looking lost. Obobono kama ba.
High pressing.
Hey, Bellingham.
Oh, that was a foul. Yeah.
Jude.
That was a shield there from Serge Gnabry. And then referee Michael Oliver calls for a foul. Kylian Mbappe wanted to squeeze in a goal.
What a save!
That was a save.
Fingertips save.
Manuel Neuer.
Wow.
And then when the
Someone is saying BM. I'm fat. On opportunity. As he got his opportunity, he wanted to get into the box before he takes the shot.
I don't know if you guys are watching how many times
Bayern Munich,
Pavlovic is winning
they've changed everything.
The ball midfield.
High, yeah.
We are doing this here. Bonababid in FIFA. If you are watching us live on the Pro YouTube, drop in your comments, drop in your sentiments, and then everything. You'll be reading it for you. Bonababid, Kylian Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe.
Yes. Now they need to score.
Back to Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior.
Bonababid, Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe misses the
Wait,
target.
was it saved?
I don't think it was saved.
I think now there's a connection between Vini and Mbappe.
That is because you saw them in the position where they had no choice.
That's what I'm saying. In the second half, I think it has been two same this thing for them.
Great run, Mbappe.
He has space, bro.
That's a great run.
But Mbappe had space.
I mean, yeah.
Kylian Mbappe.
That's a good idea.
That was a nice ball.
Kylian Mbappe.
Already me.
But you see, it still goes back to what I'm talking about. The chance is still not clear
It's
now.
not, it's not a big
It's probably the best chance.
Serge Gnabry goes off for Alphonso Davies.
This was a good chance.
I've seen Alphonso Davies.
But it's not as good as the one that
So he's taking off Lima for Davies and then Gnabry for Musiala.
Hey.
As a flamingo.
See the hair I am doing there. If you are watching us live on the Pro YouTube channel, I want you to know that Alphonso Davies is on, Jamal Musiala is on. I see Vincent Kompany killing the game at the Santiago Bernabeu even before they travel back to Germany.
Killing the game, going boy, as a man rich. Company with 3 million.
And Real Madrid are finding themselves in difficult position. The ball is in the
Talking to you about Pamecano. Watch your
Pass
Pamecano.
the ball. Dayo Upamecano doing the work that he was.
About to the cheese here on a rough way. Hey, Alfonso, he's on his bike already, bro.
Offside.
Jamal Musiala, he tries to go in back. That ball is on offside.
Oliver, be quick.
That ball is an offside ball. But pass the ball no kama, and the ball fall back to Antonio Rudiger. He swings the ball long to Kylian Mbappe, but Kylian Mbappe is being fouled.
Is that a yellow card?
Yeah.
And that's a yellow card against Jonathan
That's a
Tah.
very needless yellow card.
Yeah.
Very, very needless.
I'm not sure he will miss the
own.
next match.
No, he plays.
No.
That was a reckless tackle from Jonathan Tah.
Why would you do this? Nipan if he's on 1.5.
Yeah.
Like,
Kylian Mbappe is not having a good game at all. Yellow card for Tah. The man who left
Your name.
Bayern for Leverkusen to join Brahim Diaz.
Diaz
is on the pitch
The man with the most iconic penalty kick in the history of football.
for Brahim Diaz.
Attacking mindsets now.
So now I think we're going to see what we're hoping for.
Chalimba bro.
We're going to see what we're hoping for. Now Brahim Diaz is going to be on that side of the pitch here, prompting Mbappe to move centrally.
Yeah.
Operate from the central part because now Jonathan Tah is booked. Upamecano has been on the ropes the whole game.
Yeah, you need to use that.
Target them.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe is still on the ground. He's not up yet. I think he's now, working and also trying to, be a Kylian Mbappe just stand.
You get your
Let's see what happens. Kylian Mbappe back into the field. Real Madrid, they are trying to get some goals in their draft. They are trying to get some cancellations. Bona Babedi, Real Madrid. Andre Lunin, he passes the ball to Antonio Rudiger. From Rudiger to Alvaro Carreras in their own backyard. Bayern Munich are pressing in 7s and 6 in the other half of the pitch. And the ball falls to Kylian Mbappe. He moves 1-2. He passes the ball to the midfield, Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz
Mbappe.
gives a pass. And then Olise trying to move, but Olise is being fouled there. Referee Michael Oliver whistles for a foul against Real Madrid.
Carreras.
serious, bro.
Oh.
Alvaro Carreras. We are inside here. Chale pizza man that my name. Stana munyina mani aje. Pizza man no manu immune booster. Bona Babe di Real Madrid. PY, let me come to you. If you look at how Real Madrid are setting up and the players that they are on, is it to defend or to score? Maybe.
No, they want to be on the front foot now. Is it? And Sameka Bibiachon on there take a bite, bro.
Casamino meet you.
Who take it bite? Let me take it bite.
More comment section. It's say Casani Henry,
brother. So I don't think they want to defend. They want to be on the front foot more. Want to put Mbappe centrally now because we have seen Mbappe for most part of the game hugging the touchline of the left side. And that doesn't really bode well for Mbappe when we want to see him at his absolute best. So bringing Brahim Diaz now is to bring Mbappe centrally. Jude Bellingham is right behind them. They have Camavinga, Tchouameni, and then what's his name? Valverde in the midfield. They can offer a bit more solidity in the midfield for them. They've brought in Militao.
And it's a goal. And it's a goal. Ha!
Wait, is that a goal?
It's a goal. Offside. It's a goal.
Mbappe has scored.
I was about to say they know when they get a goal, going to Germany it will be
just like we said it. Brahim Diaz on the pitch now puts in a brilliant cross from the
Mbappe.
For Kylian Mbappe now centrally to tuck in.
I think.
And now we have a game.
Was it Trent or?
And Real Madrid are back on top with a goal. Real Madrid are back into the game, crawling to
we have
clear their chances here.
No, it was Valverde.
And this was the pass from Valverde. He moved it back to Trent Alexander.
The cross was perfect.
That was a cross.
The cross was perfect.
That's a brilliant cross.
How was Neuer trying to say
Manuel Neuer.
We on purpose.
Olise, he moves the ball into channels. Real Madrid 1, Bayern Munich 2. Joshua Kimmich, he passes the ball.
Shot.
Harry Kane.
Hey, Harry Kane.
On the swivel, bro. Crazy. I mean, Oshe go where goal of the season.
Harry Kane.
On the swivel, bro. Lunin is glued to his spot. Hey.
Harry Kane nearly had a goal there. And so far, do you think Real Madrid are back into this game?
I don't think they are back.
They are back.
I think
Bayern,
Bayern will get
and they misses the ball.
again.
The ball is with Bayern Munich. They are moving their things together.
What are they
Let's
doing?
see what they do. They do here. They move the ball. And then so
I predicted a 3-2.
And the ball is a corner kick.
Win. I predicted a 3-2 win. So
and the
obviously,
ball is a corner
I
kick.
see Bayern scoring before Madrid also maybe
getting
a second goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the ball is a corner kick against Real Madrid. 75th minute played so far. Joshua Kimmich.
Emmanuel Abe is making a good point. He says Gula is not doing enough to help Carreras. Olise the cook Carreras rough. This is equivalent to the job Duke was doing on Trent in that City tie before Valverde was taxed to help.
Yeah.
So Carreras need more. He needs more help on the left hand side
because he's being cooked.
And the ball is a corner kick against Real Madrid once again. And then Militao at the back there talking to his goalkeeper Andrea Lunin. Mikel Olise. And the ball falls back to Real Madrid.
Brahim Diaz.
Brahim
Push it
Diaz
quickly.
moves on. He passes the ball to Vinicius Junior.
Give him
Vinicius
an
Junior.
option.
He goes in. He tries to dribble, but still Luis Diaz. Diaz, but that ball is a foul.
That's a foul.
Madrid are back into the game.
I don't think so.
Madrid are
They are back into the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
They are back like
Now we have
BBL.
a game on our hands.
They will
bro.
consider.
Luis Diaz.
They will consider again because right now their focus is just to score.
That's what they have to do.
No, but
I mean,
Bayern will catch them on the
The
counter
thing,
and
the
give
thing
them.
about us saying Madrid is back has more to do with Madrid does not even need like a spell of the game to be on the ball more.
Yeah,
They don't need that.
it can change. The rhythm
It's
can
just
change at
like
any time.
A split second, one. Just look at that pass from Valverde. Unlocks Trent. Trent puts in a brilliant cross, and we have a game
goal.
on our hands now. They didn't even have to hold the ball, pass it around. No, they don't do any of that. A long ball, and we have a situation. Sisi I say, situation bet me aba.
Sporting zone shots.
And the ball is a corner kick against Bayern Munich. Jude Bellingham. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
Have a bite. I feel them more have a bite.
Pizza man. We are giving it to you back to back. The name is Sports Zlatan. Jamal Musiala finding a man trying to defend. Trent Alexander-Arnold behind the corner kick. 2-1 against Real Madrid. And he goes in out swinger, but Bayern clear the lines. The ball is at the edge of the 18-yard box. Olise heads the ball, but the ball is still in play. Brahim Diaz, the man with the most iconic penalty kick at the just ended AFCON.
Iconic.
How was that iconic?
Say okay. Ubo Diaz no okay so Ubo that penalty no.
Same when you saw a AFCON winner.
Diaz, man.
One is have one
What a
winner.
pass!
Brahim Diaz.
Yeah.
This might be a goal.
Opeden.
No.
Pe onu mu aso ni.
Luis Diaz and then in fact.
Ebe fa emre.
In fact, Nicolas Jackson, man.
Wama. You are a class ro.
Chelsea legend though.
Why gen?
Oh no, legend.
Stand up. So far, the game. What's Real Madrid set up now? Do you think they are back into the game?
Oh yeah, I mentioned it. They are back into the game. I mean, with the changes that the coach did, he's more of an attacking minded right now, and then that is helping them because you see, Valverde has come for it like he used to, and then right now I think he's part of the attack, and it's helping them. Look at Bellingham right now. Bellingham has brought balance into the midfield, and that is really helping them.
Yeah, he has brought more energy.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then with the skills Brahim Diaz has, I mean, I think they are back into the game. Yeah.
I think after Bayern going 2-0 up, it looks
They relaxed.
Like they slow down.
Yes.
A little bit.
And right now they are a bit.
They're on the back foot.
They are playing
On the
deep
back
now.
foot
Yeah.
Nice.
Vinicius
Oh,
Junior
wow.
on the ball, 10-1, lays it out to Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz.
Oh
with the
no,
ball.
I thought he was going to go wide to Trent again.
Nice strike.
But the routine save by Maron Neuer. 79 minutes played. It's Real Madrid 1, Bayern Munich 2. first 2 goals were scored by Bayern Munich before Real Madrid got one back.
They're not beating Neuer from here. They're not beating Neuer with that.
Maybe extraordinary version.
Now Bayern Munich are on the ball. It's Joshua Kimmich with the ball.
But it looks like Bayern has a lot of space. Oh.
Yes, a lot of space that Bayern
Siala's through.
is running to, but they are not able to take advantage of it now. Real Madrid are on the transition with Jude Bellingham carrying the ball through the middle of the pitch.
Jude is a good player.
He has really
Jude is
changed the
Jude.
game since
Jude is
coming
a
up
good
with his
player.
carrying ability,
Wow.
with his energy. Now it's Vinicius on the ball. Against
Upamecano.
him in. Cooked. He turns 1, turns 2, but still on your feet.
How do you want a penalty for this, bro? Still on your feet.
Bayern are able to play the ball away. Real Madrid recycle the ball with Antonio Rudiger. Militao has the ball now, pushes it out to Federico Valverde. They are trying to go on another break, trying to get that equalizer. Vinicius Junior
Offside.
He's offside. But Real Madrid are back. They are back. The momentum is on their side. They are looking to get the equalizer. The momentum is on their side. They are creating loads of problems. Jude Bellingham has really changed the game since coming on from the bench for Thiago Pitas. Has really changed the game. Kylian Mbappe has come
So with Mbappe scoring, he now has 14 goals in the UEFA Champions League this season. You know, he's chasing a record. He's chasing something to break in there. Harry Kane versus Antonio Rudiger.
Who's booked? Booked for what?
81 minutes played.
Neuer is booked for time wasted.
And Manuel Neuer is booked for time wasting. The goalkeeper who just came back from injury.
Diaz are so.
Manuel Neuer passes the ball to the midfield. And Real Madrid are pressing. Real Madrid are chasing. Real Madrid wants to win the ball.
Madrid now is good.
good time.
It's good.
The changes were, top.
And we've seen
Lucho, that's good. Lucho.
Oh,
we have a problem. We have a problem here.
We
have a problem here. We have a problem. Ooh, save.
Charlie Neuer
Today.
Look at something.
Neuer.
Look at the space on the right hand side just now. And
Yeah.
look at the space for the goal that came off the right hand side.
Now I feel like it's good. It's like they've made it like an avenue for them to attack through. Nobody's really a designated person to be standing there, and I feel like that's better.
the feeling of seeing things that are better is in the favor of Real Madrid. And it's a corner kick here again. The man who bends the ball like a banana, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Wababi Jina Bonechi Kama. The Los Blancos are up. Nobody does it like them. The history of the UEFA Champions League. He heads the ball away. The ball is still with Real Madrid.
Oliver,
Alvaro Carreras. Wabobono Kama Renzo Manuel Neuer.
Hey, Rudiger.
Neuer saves the ball.
Doing?
Spider-Man.
What is Rudiger doing?
Yeah, he's trying to prevent the transition.
His countryman was the boss with him. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, Rudiger. This guy. I mean, he had to whistle for Pavlovic here. That was a hard fall.
Yeah.
This kick from Militao, I know a winger at Arsenal who can't do this since 3 seasons.
Had all the Saka now.
Sema Obeka.
Boy, Martinelli with my ball.
Mr. O.
Okay, so Trent's assist for Mbappe was his 3rd consecutive assist. So he has assisted in 3 consecutive games for Real Madrid now. That is
Interesting.
That is
That's
interesting.
not a bad start. Yeah,
That is rising,
He has
rising.
taken the call up from Thomas Tuchel
It's
person.
very personal, yeah.
By making assist.
Don't go defend it.
Real Madrid. And the ball falls back in.
How can we say that about the defender? I'm going to go defend.
I'm going coach. Come on, defend the man.
I'm going to defend. Defender, the man.
Was it be also build one strength so into the over to me? No.
Bayern Munich on the trial. Alfonso Davies and then Jamal Musiala were introduced, but I've not seen the purpose of their introduction. Bonababedi, Bayern Munich. He moves the ball to the other side. The ball falls to a player inside here.
Pavlovic.
Jamal Musiala. Jamal Musiala. Jamal, not Yamal. Jamal, not Yamal. And the ball falls into the midfield, and then Musiala tries to sweep in the pass to Dabi.
That was tame.
That was a very feeble shot there from Jamal Musiala.
Oh, Nana Kravitz.
Sorry, bread and butter.
Sorry, bread and butter.
Trent tries to go long, but he dizzles back and then he passes the ball. The ball to Trent, Wabubono, tin, and that's a long pass. Alfonso Davies. Manuel Neuer, he breaks the ball.
Communication.
Manuel Neuer, he passes to a midfielder, and the ball falls to Stanisic. Stanisic passes the ball, Babidi. Jonathan Tah to Manuel Neuer. Dayo Upamecano is not in the game anymore. Let's look at what happens here. He passes the ball to Dayo Upamecano, or breaking Bono, or passing as well to Yampase. Bona Babidi Fifra.
That's a red card. That's a red card.
Oh, guy.
Musiala. Ading.
So be I in the window, so you be no pra.
Ading.
Was it Buno Mubun in them? No, the best show be.
He actually pulled up right at the last minute. And yes, Anka.
And this is Jamal Musiala. Players, we don't normally see them doing this.
Hey!
Manuel Neuer came in to save the day with that touch.
That would have been a goal.
86 minutes played. 2-1 against Real Madrid. Trent Alexander-Arnold behind the set piece. Kama. Antonio Rudiger heads it and so. The ball is a goal kick against Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe was off. He just played 6 seconds in the game. And that 6 seconds brought about goal.
I mean, that's clear.
We need to see.
That's yards off the line.
That was a goal.
Hey.
A clean goal there.
No, sorry, but
Who scored it?
it was Mbappe. A real one, so we be pianche mu fully. Once they come, I had na mid air na woman.
No, I think it's Brian.
No. Mid air na woman that.
Real Madrid are still defending in here. Conrad Lima.
Oh, bro.
He didn't go in there. Conrad Lima.
Yeah.
That was a good block there from Militao. He passes the ball to the player. He didn't get that. Joshua Kimmich. Olise. And the ball falls to...
Switch it.
They switch it to the Aman. And the ball falls to Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz passes the ball back into the midfield. They are swinging their passes together. Harry Kane, that was a good pass, but let's see what happens. They've cleared their lines. Bonababedi, Jude Bellingham, the English Zidane. Ababono Kama. And it's a long ball here. You can see sluggish players. Manuel Neuer not giving chances.
He does this in his sleep, bro.
Keep us sweep and we'll find the person up.
He was born for that shit.
Nyanga wine and watch it.
Hey, Charlie. Alfonso Davies.
87 minutes.
Alfonso Davies.
2 goals to 1.
Alfonso Davies, bro.
I feel like changes now.
What
the
a
changes
block,
Company
Harry
has
Kane.
made hasn't really had
Did you see that win from Harry Kane?
effect. Yeah.
Pass. No.
Why did he
Take the
play?
shot.
I don't know one ball.
Davis.
Oh,
But Davis needs to take the shot.
that is in the also.
Davis needs to take the shot there. Brilliant pass from Olise. He's way onside. No. Take the shot.
Madrid
we on Kobe be over pass.
Okay, Vinicius. Oh no. Vinicius has shot. Vinicius has scored. Oh, that was close.
Well, lucky no ya.
That was close. Vinicius had a lot of space. Why didn't he go forward a bit?
Do you guys think it's an okay scoreline if Madrid loses this game by 2 goals?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it an okay score?
It sets up a brilliant second leg.
Second leg,
Thinking
yeah.
about that.
Because everyone can.
It's not that
advance.
bad.
But
Yeah.
I think a draw
It could have been worse.
a draw will be better.
So it's not that bad. But yeah, if they get another goal, it will be more positive. And then my second leg is why I did.
Yeah.
But I feel like Bayern could have taken the game away from Real Madrid. But
Yes.
they allow
Yes.
Real Madrid.
At
But
2-0
credit also to Real Madrid.
At 2-0, like you said, they took their foot off the
Yeah,
pedal
they-
a bit.
they took their
If
foot.
not, the game would have been out of reach for Real
But
Madrid.
Bayern just alive now. I believe we see because
Yeah,
exactly what we said
what we
about
said
them last
about
week is
The
exactly
subs
what
and then tweaking the lineup near the tackle, boy.
Tackle.
Tackle.
your man.
Your man, they
Dayo
I'm telling you,
Upamecano
Upamecano.
It has been good.
with a sliding tackle in there.
Now not be more corner. Baby fat.
Do you remember what I told you about Upamecano? Upamecano will give you this. Can be solid, and then just one mistake, like the mistake.
Nah,
As
people
a-
na.
As
That's not
a
all the
French
time.
Tyrone Mings. Tyrone Mings. I remember this one game against Liverpool. We were struggling. Tyrone Mings has been exceptional.
But
In
put
70
them
minutes,
in,
no, go trap
one
Salah.
mistake.
Go trap Salah.
I remember that game.
Bro. Tyrone Mings. Clearance. Good clearance. One. Thank you. One. One.
Okay, Bayern Munich
it's
are-
Three against one.
That's a goal.
You're slowing it down.
Why would you even do something like this?
Why no?
Is that Lucho?
Luis Diaz.
How are you slowing it down?
Even the pass is not good.
Hey.
He's been off the whole game.
And the ball is a throw in against Real Madrid.
I think that was a good ball.
That's the thing.
I mean,
4 minutes.
Meaning who will be down? Say with chances, but you don't take it. Second leg. Yeah, more chance, cry.
Gina also sir.
Take your chances.
they are playing at home.
Maybe they'll be
Don't
left to
forget.
rule their missed chances.
The cup 4.
This one for.
And the ball is with Harry Kane. Harry Kane wabobono kama.
Oh, Alfonso, that's a bad. Nah, bro.
What did they want to do? Like what did they
Let
want
them
to
move
do?
ye.
I'm better more yet. Move for ball rap net in man answer then. Oh, come on.
Someone actually said Leonard Carr was not getting a minute in this game.
Yes, where's Leonard
And
Carr?
he-
I was about to say that.
He is not anywhere near the.
I've seen
Yeah,
I've seen Goretzka on the bench over there.
On your rising start.
And that's
When you're rising
offside.
star.
That's outside.
To say Casado, Mark Casado.
Stana, what are some of the comments in there?
Yeah, there's a comment in here. It says, Master, you people should read some of our comments.
That's what the comments
That's from Frederick. Yeah,
Frederick.
just says, the Arsenal game, they're being so.
Arsenal score.
No.
Said the Arsenal
Check. Arsenal score right now.
I've not just scored. Okay.
90 plus 1. Atamfu eniu.
And 90. Oh no, yeah, time
Oh
for.
no, yeah, atamfu.
Bishop is
Pavlovic goes.
Always Arsenal person or draw are we. No about whom I bet kill game.
But
Arsenal-
watch 90
Arsenal
plus
too
one.
have a goal there
Sana
against
no, yeah.
Sporting, and that's a long goal. But Bayern Munich blocks the ball.
Nobody
Olise-
can Havertz
Olise, try Kai Havertz had that goal. He the man with the experience of the Champions League. We've seen him score winning goals in the UCLs. Harry Kane is on the floor. 3 minutes played out of the additional 4 from
Yeah,
Michael Oliver.
Yeah, the 2 minutes too soon Arsenal they actually go.
Big game here at the Santiago Bernabeu. The return encounter at the Allianz Arena. The Allianz Arena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich will be hosting Real Madrid.
Is it who I think it is? Okay. I thought King was going off and Jackson was coming in.
He swings the ball and then
Penalty.
no,
Penalty.
that's not a penalty.
At this time of the game.
Michael Oliver
what are you
says
talking
nothing.
about?
Olise was calling for a pushing.
What a brilliant goal.
He passes it in there. He was moving inside.
Brilliant pass from-
Real Madrid have the ball. Real Madrid are attacking. Real Madrid but they loses the ball. The ball is in the
great pass
midfield.
from Martinelli.
Jude Bellingham.
Goal. A
Jude
brilliant
Bellingham.
goal from
Jude
Kyle.
Bellingham passes the ball to Vinicius Junior. He passes it inside and so Bayern Munich are still controlling the tempo of the game. They clear their lines.
Game over. Or not yet.
Bayern Munich led their lines. 4 minutes of additional time played all over. And referee Michael Oliver.
Referee too close.
Hearts
You know
one
what we
draw.
see kind
But Real Madrid goes long.
Game over.
Where the boy are continuing in
And the game
The game
and the game is over. And the game is over. And the game is over.
I mean, if this was given for a penalty, I wouldn't be mad.
Real Madrid versus
It's a-
Bayern
I wouldn't be mad
Munich.
if this was given as a penalty.
No, but then
Because
at
you
that
can't
time,
be-
at that
Real
time,
Madrid
can't be
versus
careless
Bayern.
like
Oliver
that.
there.
Real Madrid versus
Yeah.
Bayern Munich.
yeah. At that point in time of the game, it will be chaos.
Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. And that was a tie between Vincent Kompany and then Arbeloa. Big game inside here. It was Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich. All the 90 minutes of soccer fiesta we gave you. The electrifying atmosphere from the Santiago Bernabeu live inside here on Prrrr. We thank you for joining us. The first leg is over. Arsenal snitch a win against Sporting CP in Portugal. Same as the Bavarians traveled some few kilometers to Spain to get a win 2-1 a slight margin against Real Madrid. Hurricane Luis Diaz were the goal poachers for Bayern, and then Kylian Mbappe was an equalizer there for Real Madrid. Big game here, and the second leg will be a big game. Just stay with us, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, put us on post notifications. Drop here,
in Lisbon has also ended. Arsenal has beaten Sporting Lisbon by a goal to nil going into the second leg. They've set themselves very, very well to make it to the
qualify to the
semi-final of
semis.
the game. Let's see.
Big games on our hands here. So you see, we have to review this game. These are big games, and then this is the UEFA Champions League. I just wanted to come to you, Stana, Statsman. We've seen Bayern Munich get a win inside here against Real Madrid. We saw how Bayern started the game, how they were pressing, but after getting 2 goals, they slept. What do you think changes, substitutions has been the impact for even both coaches in this game?
I think 2 things are vital. We spoke about Real Madrid having to utilize their right wing area and being more dynamic in terms of that attack. Because if you look at the first half, you saw that every time Madrid were trying to transition, it was always on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Always on every single ball from Arda Güler was going to Vinicius Jr. He was trying to cut inside and then have a shot on goal, which was very, very predictable. Although they couldn't really deal with it, but it also meant that it wasn't a high quality chance. He was having to force the shot a lot more times, and it would have needed something a bit spectacular to beat Manuel Neuer from that range. And so in the second half, I mean, they were listening to our live basically. They got all the tactics from here because we give it here every single time.
Yeah.
And so they brought Brahim Diaz on, but even before they brought Brahim Diaz on, they knew that Thiago Pitash, his legs were gone.
He's gone.
He wasn't even in there anymore. So they needed more power, more energy in midfield. And Jude Bellingham, what Jude Bellingham offers to you is something that a lot of midfielders you wouldn't really get from a lot of midfielders.
Balance.
Because aside him being a box crusher, aside how powerful he is off the ball, he's also very powerful on the ball. His ball carrying ability,
bro.
how the distances that he can carry the ball with, and he helped that Real Madrid side a lot with it in terms of his carries. Because as the game wore on, Pavlovic, the kind of intensity Pavlovic and Kimmich put in the game in the first half, especially when the second half started. So you would see that immediately Jude Bellingham starts carrying the ball. It's very difficult for the Bayern Munich midfielders to keep up with him. And to maybe foul him. They couldn't even get near him.
He went past them like they
exactly.
were
So the transition was very smooth. So Jude Bellingham coming into the game really changed the game for them in the middle of the pitch, and then the dynamism that came into the team, the width that came in on the right hand side. But one thing was also key. It wasn't just about someone coming on the right hand side and changing the game. At times, as you saw in the first goal, there was a lot of space on the right hand side, and it was as a result of you wouldn't really see anyone on the right hand side, but immediately Madrid are trying to transition. Someone drifts out wide there
to fill
so
that
it's
space.
not like someone is standing there all the time. That makes it very easy for someone to get close to him. But you wouldn't really see anyone there. But immediately the transition is going on. Someone
would
wide,
cover that
and then
space.
he takes the ball. Then it allows him to have that time and
Something
space.
happens,
And then that is how they were able to pick out Trent before Trent put out. We know Trent.
Yeah.
That kind of balls, he can do it in his sleep. would whip
Oh no,
it.
sorry for the man who's at a trend.
It's a regular
They
thing.
won't even catch it, but I pass him.
And
that was the key. And Madrid got the equalizer for 2-1. Manolo really did well in trying to save it, but that would have been a spectacular save if he was able to get that save. So that allowed Madrid to come into the game. But I don't think it was just about Madrid coming into the game. I think it was also about Bayern Munich allowing Madrid to come onto them, because at 2-0 it looks like they pulled their handbrake a little bit. They slowed down. I think they could have made it 3 in the first few minutes of the second half. Yeah, that's true. So I think at 2-0, I think maybe their thinking was, now we have a 2-goal cushion. We are playing at the Bernabeu. Let's not be naive. Let's not try and say gango. Let's take them for granted and maybe score them 5. Let's relax a little bit. Keep our 2-0. If we get a transition, then maybe we can go and get it about it. But this Real Madrid side, with the substitutions they made sure that they didn't have it their way. And that is how Madrid were able to come into the game and get a 2-1 scoreline at the end of the day.
And that is how Madrid were able to come in and then just get an equalizer against Bayern Munich, who goes away, who goes back home as winners, waiting for that second encounter between Real Madrid and then Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. And next, so we saw two teams and then how good Manuel Neuer was in terms of experience, saving them and the dying numbers of the game, coming out to sweep the balls. Do you think Real Madrid are missing Courtois for him to give them the same services, especially based on the performance you saw today in this game against Lunin? Or it was a whole team in shambles? It was a whole team looking clueless, being pressed high by Bayern. That's why the goalkeeper was forced to be in such positions. But when the team comes good, Lunin is definitely great. Or Lunin is actually going to make Madrid miss Courtois.
I think when a player sits on the bench for a long time, sometimes when he comes on, it's a bit shaky. So he did well today. He did everything. He even saved Madrid from conceding more goals. So I would say personally, he did good, but the whole team was clueless and they couldn't find their feet in the first half. That's why they sat and conceded 2 early goals. I hope you get me. So I think personally, he can be or fill in the shoes for Courtois, but it has to be a team something. So it's not only about Lunin coming up, but the whole team has to come up before Madrid can advance to the second, before they can advance to the semi-finals of the Champions League. So I think it's a team something. It's not only about Lunin. The first half, they got everything wrong. Second half, the coach did some substitutions and it worked out for them. They came into the game with a 1 goal. So I think going into Germany, they have to, from the start to end, they have to get everything right before they can advance.
Going to Germany, Real Madrid needs to, get their guards on. They have to, be prepared to fire. They have to sort out all the discrepancies between the Vini and the Mbappe up front. PY, I'll come to you. Going to Germany, Real Madrid will definitely go in with the mentality of the other Royals of the Champions League. So doing the remontada of a lone goal is very, very easy. What do you think should be the mindset of Bayern Munich? Because already you are up. And being on top is very easier for you to fall than you from down going up. So what do you think Coach Vincent Kompany should instill, and what should be the game plan in the second leg? Because in the first leg, we saw a high pressing team. Do you think they have to stick to the high pressing model today in the second leg?
I think the high pressing paid them some good. Even in the first few minutes of the second half, the high press was what brought about the goal. And subsequently, so many chances that if they capitalized on, could have ended this game before we wouldn't be sitting here talking about the second leg because of the high presses and the quality of chances they created. But unfortunately, they were not cutthroat enough. They were not clinical enough. If they were, like the binder we've seen on a regular, averaging 3 goals per game, if they did anything even close to that today, I don't think the second leg would have been a tie that we'll be talking about. But now, it has set up the game so beautifully. And then Vincent Kompany going into this game just needs to, I don't think he needs to do anything differently from how he played today. Maybe the only thing he needs to tweak a little bit is how quickly or how soon they held on to the hand or they pulled the handbrake. Because I would, if we're being honest, around the 70th minute-ish, we saw Bayern's energy die down a bit. Simply because they wanted to contain more than be on the front foot. They wanted to contain whatever they had, keep whatever they had, and then keep the 2-0 lead and then take it to Germany. But doing that against Real Madrid is where you have a problem. Let's sit here and say this. Jude Bellingham is an amazing player. He came in carrying the ball. It was one of Bayern's biggest problems.
Yes.
He picks up the ball right at the edge of his box. He carries the ball like 20-30 yards. No players getting close to him.
Yeah.
And that already puts the Bayern back line in a lot of trouble. On the year one, it's in trouble or and then now they are backpedaling
Because they are not able to set.
Exactly. Now they have to backpedal because they are running at you. You cannot turn and chase. You have to backpedal. And then you have Mbappe facing your goal.
Yeah.
That is where the problem is. So Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham. I think we started by saying that would you want to see Bellingham in the starting lineup?
Yeah.
Bellingham in this starting lineup, the game might have been way different
story
than it was now. But it's good. It's good now. I think Bayern now know who they will be playing up against when they go to Germany next week. They know that in Bellingham in this team would have a problem. So
Bellingham. So Bellingham in this team will be a bigger problem. Stana, I'll come back to you. So Stana, so you see, we've seen a very enticing game. We're expecting a higher scoring game, but 3 goals to me is something good. Kylian Mbappe. Talk to me about Kylian Mbappe. Do you think how he played, how he drifts to far right is something that was beneficial to the club and something that he has to continue, or Arbeloa needs to sit with the guy? Arbeloa needs to talk to the front line of Real Madrid. You play as a team, you score as a team.
Okay, looking at Kylian Mbappe, his stronghold is on the left wing, or let's say playing as a striker.
Yeah.
So coming into this game where he was played, I feel like it was a bit out of position for Kylian Mbappe.
He wasn't comfortable.
Yes, and then you saw the impact of that position he was playing. Nobody was in the box waiting for balls to score, because he has to be on the right side, take the ball, and then carry it into the box. So with the changes of Pitach, Goulet, and then Bellingham, that brought balance in the attack and the midfield as well. Because you see, whenever they get the ball, there is somebody at the right hand side, either Brahim Diaz or Jude Bellingham.
Even Trent drifted into the Valverde, which occupied it a bit.
Which gave Mbappe the chance to be versatile. To be in the central striking position, and then sometimes on the left side. You said there was a pass that Vinicius gave to Bellingham, Mbappe, that he said, I feel like they are connecting now. And then Zlatan said, that's the only option. Yes. That was because Bellingham had filled that right side position, and then Mbappe was free to move.
Come closer to
you understand?
Vini. Okay.
So I feel like going into the second leg of this tie, Arbeloa should reason about that, and then make sure somebody is at the right hand side so that Mbappe will be free in the middle. Even if Mbappe wouldn't be in the middle of the attack,
he just has to have
somebody, maybe Gonzalo or somebody has to be there so that Mbappe will be able to, switch sides with the person. That will give him more ability. I agree. He's very fantastic on the ball. We saw it.
So you see Madrid trying to try something new with Gonzalo Garcia in the second leg. I think that one will help because they need an attacking presence in the 18, and then we've seen, a big game. But Stana, I want to come to you. You see, the club that lost the Carabao Cup, the class that failed in the FA Cup, 2 quick successive games. They went to Portugal, and they've been able to get away with a win. A goal scored by a UCL serial winner Kai Havertz.
Charlie. Okay. So continue. Nobody talking it. You just continue.
UCL winner.
Kai Havertz.
Nobody talking it.
UCL winner.
Kai Havertz in the team where Champions League and sing.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz website.
I'm a legend. Kai Havertz a legend. They were Chelsea. Just imagine.
Kai Havertz is that guy. So I'll say this. So do you think Arsenal are really back to their senses? Like they are back to the model that Arteta wants to run? Or this game is just a blip for them?
Well, you can't say it's a blip. This is a very good win for this Arsenal side. And I said it previously that this Arsenal side shouldn't be going to Sporting to try and bring the game back to them. They should be going and trying to win the game. But it becomes very tricky.
I remember you said that.
Yes, it becomes very tricky when you bring the game back to the Emirates,
And then you
maybe
don't turn up.
and you don't turn up because when you bring the game back and you haven't won the first leg, the onus is on you. You are the bigger
do
club.
something, yeah.
And then it makes you a bit more expansive and you leave a bit of space behind you.
For
and
them
you've
to-
lost 2
yeah.
games in a row now, confidence level and all that.
It's a
So
big
they
shit.
needed this win. So it isn't necessarily that they are back, but they needed this to gain some momentum, gain confidence in their game. But if I'm looking at the numbers in the game, it's not a game that I really watch. Well, we're focusing on the Bayern Munich Real Madrid game. But looking at the numbers here, it looks as if Sporting really had chances that they could have also buried. But since they couldn't take it, if I'm looking at the big chance, Arsenal
had
created one big chance,
one.
Sporting created 2.
Yeah.
And if you are looking at the shots on target and the shots, it looks like Sporting really had chances, but they couldn't really be clinical.
Raya had 5 saves.
Yeah,
so obviously,
Raya had a
good
fantastic game by our standard. And this is something that I also said I criticized the Arsenal force a little bit in the sense that this Arsenal attack, we talk a lot about Arsenal not having the mentality. Are they really there in terms of their mentality? Can they do it or can they not? And often enough, it looks like we let them get away with it. So we just talk about the mentality side of it and leave the quality that we are seeing on the pitch.
Yes.
Are these players actually good enough to get over the line? Their quality, is it good enough? And sometimes it's not just about your quality on the field. Sometimes, this is the back end of the season. A lot of players are playing through injury. There's tiredness and a lot more. So you need someone to take the game by the scruff of the neck and pull you over the line. Sometimes you need that. A player that will step up and say, no, this is my time. I'll win this game for my team. So Arsenal has been a side that has needed that. They haven't really got that. So it's good that Kai Havertz has done that for them because he's done it before in the Champions League final for Chelsea. He turned up and scored the winning goal. So I wasn't really surprised when I heard he was the one that got the goal. Because he's been there at even a bigger stage than this stage.
And
This is the quarterfinal,
and he still did
he's
it.
done it. So it's good that he got the goal. I saw a lot of people criticizing Gabriel Jesus in the previous game that they played against Southampton for how poor he was. Gabriel Jesus has had a lot of injuries, so it's good that Kai Havertz has stepped in the ranks. It looks as if Victor Gyökeres, after scoring for Sweden, qualifying his country to the World Cup, he came back. He backed the goal against Southampton, but it didn't really work out. They need those guys to step up into the fold and get goals, because now we are seeing that Martinelli, his goal scoring boots is not really there. Trossard is nowhere to be seen. The star boy Saka, Zlatan will tell you all about Saka.
He's now a moon boy.
You understand?
He's not a moon boy.
He's not a star boy, but he's a moon boy. So Arsenal need some of these guys to step up in terms of the attack. So it's good that Arsenal got the win, taking a 1-0 lead back to the Emirates. They will be a bit more comfortable and play their game at home. It will also help them gain some momentum at the weekend when they play the Premier League. They are now 7 points clear, but they will play Manchester City away at the Etihad, and City also have a game in hand. So it could very rarely cut back to maybe a point or two at the end of the day. So it is good that Arsenal were able to get that 1-0 win against Sporting.
It is good that Arsenal were able to at least, snatch that win against Sporting CP far away in Portugal. So they are coming home as victors, as well as Bayern going home as victors. So the second leg definitely promised to give us, high stakes game. Teams will be ready to do comebacks, and then teams will be ready to keep their forms over there. So the statistics for Kylian Mbappe 2025-2026, you see your top scorers. Mbappe has Harry Kane have scored 11 goals. Kylian Mbappe have 14 goals. Anthony Gordon for Newcastle, the man who has equaled the legacy in terms of goals of Eden Hazard in the UCL. Anthony Gordon, and also Julian Alvarez, and then Julian Alvarez and then Erling Haaland are all on 8 goals in there. So this is players having their goal scoring boots on. PY, I wanted to ask you this thing. Do you think Arsenal shouldn't gamble with their safe pair of hands anymore right till the season ends, or they should give the most expensive goalkeeper some few years ago, Kepa Arrizabalaga, a chance again in this goalpost?
Let's be serious.
No. On the season I end you.
Why would you gamble? Against
Southampton,
he was an FA Cup keeper.
Yes, you were a
Carabao Cup keeper.
You're a cup keeper.
He's a backup, so obviously
you bottled the Carabao for us.
Yeah.
We gave you another.
For them, I mean, I'm not part of us.
He is even not part, so I don't know why he is saying.
I was rooting for Arsenal to win it.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
yeah.
really? So you're a hater?
Oh no.
Yeah, and up.
Oh, up. But yeah, I don't think Kepa gets anywhere near Arsenal's post again this season. Because look at what we're talking about. David Raya made 5 big saves in this game. 5 crucial saves. We know how Sporting played. The last game they played, they scored 4 goals or 5 goals.
Yeah.
Against,
And this is
Bodo
the second
game.
time in 17 games that Sporting has lost at home.
Yes.
In 16, they lost only 1. They'd beaten PSG at their home this very
And
season.
don't forget, against Bodo was a comeback win.
Yeah.
5-0.
Yes.
So
From 3
they
down
can
to 5,
score.
yes.
We've spoken about Luis Suarez here.
Yeah.
In over 30 games, he already has 35, 36 goals this season. So he's one man who knows how to find the back of the net. So we need someone as critical, as crucial as David Raya in the post to be stopping that. And then he did his job today. He did what he has to do. He has a very, very good rating looking at the game, the statistics of the game. He had a very good rating. So gambling with your number 1, your safe pair of hands, and the M5.
Gambling with your safe pair of hands.
With Prampo, Ateta Bemanabo.
And you know, Zlatan,
So,
sometimes it's not just about how good the goalkeeper is. It's about the trust from the defenders.
Yes.
So if you have a competent goalkeeper in post, and you have another one who is not really up
You're
there,
safe, bro.
even when you are, maybe there's a situation like you are building up from the back. If you know your goalkeeper is not really there, your decision making changes. If he knows Raya is behind him, he's more confident in playing out from the back.
Sure.
Because Onim said,
Oh, yeah,
even when the
mistake
film is
Raya-
over, he has a
Raya
competent
is
goalkeeper
there.
behind
Yeah.
him. So and I remember you asking the boys about Lunin and Courtois. These are all things, and when you are playing a goalkeeper like that, he's able to scream at the defenders, protect his back line, marshal them. You go here, you come back, don't go, stay. But Kepa wouldn't really be able to do that. Lunin wouldn't be able to tell Rudiger, say, Rudiger, why are you going there? No, stay there, come back, do this. But those top goalkeepers, the Courtois, the
Even we
Maradona,
saw it
Goalkeeping is
today.
really important. Look at the 2018 finals with Liverpool. How Courtois saved Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I think these goals that were scored against Madrid,
Lunin.
Lunin, sorry, were not any serious balls. I mean, not spectacular.
Yeah, could have done
If
something.
You understand?
he could have done
Yes,
better.
if it was Courtois would have
And
done
then
better.
look at
looking
the
at
saves for
on the
Maradona.
other side,
Yeah.
Manoya made 9 saves.
Even- he even
has been
came
judged man of the
close
match.
to-
Yes.
Yeah, very
So
right.
he made 9 saves. Obviously, showing that having a competent pair of hands behind you. Because Upamecano doing that, Manoya leaving himself that big to prevent Vinicius from scoring. All that, you don't teach it. Goalkeeper, and we are great.
Yeah.
Lunin is decent.
But
Don't get me wrong, he's decent.
Zlatan,
but
if I-
not
if-
special.
Courtois,
will you be shocked if
yeah.
I tell you on the 7th attempt, Arsenal just got a win in Portugal. There's a 7th attempt, and they got a win finally.
Arsenal.
Yeah,
This is the 7th attempt they've played
in Portugal that they've got a win for the first time. So I think they've done well.
They've
today.
been struggling over there,
Yeah,
but they've
Portugal.
been able to do that. I just wanted to say this before I ask you 4 guys this question. I just wanted to give you these premises. In my whole lifetime watching football and then loving the game, there's one thing that I have noticed. No matter how good you are, there are some leagues when you play in there, your ceiling is still within the league. Your ceiling is never outside your own jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And the only way these players were recognized on the in the grand scheme of things were not only things they did in the league, but things that they were able to do outside, not things to do outside the league, but how they dominated and crowned it with a silver medal. For example, we've seen Olise giving incredible numbers. Olise has been very, very good for Bayern Munich this season in the Bundesliga. But when you say people say we don't watch him, they don't rate that league. But in the UCL, he has been very instrumental for them. People will say, yeah, it is just only in the UCL. But this is the big question. Football has this funny structure that no matter who you are, because we saw this structure affect players like Arjen Robben. We saw this structure affect players like Robert Lewandowski. We saw this structure affect players like Frank Ribery. They can go to their national teams and turn winners. And that's where we get the bigger recognition and the bigger picture. But when they are with Bayern, even if they win the Bundesliga, even if they add the UCL, it comes with a caveat. The only way a bigger player will be pushed to be on top of the podiums where a player will give you below 15 goals in EPL, in La Liga, and that club will tell you that he's their poster boy going for the Ballon d'Or. But when you are in the Bundesliga, you do that, and it is very difficult that the media narratives will even be around you. Meanwhile, you are pulling the strings more than the other players in the other leagues. And that's the structure. Sometimes a bit political, sometimes how the media loves the news, sometimes where people rather put in the effort for themselves to be seen. If you are out in a league where that league is too conspicuous, people just switch their televisions on and we are talking about EPL. People just switch their televisions on and we are talking about La Liga. So I say your geographical. That's the point. To me, this is my theory that in football, your geographical location determines how loud and far you will go. That's
and it's a PR game. It's a PR game too.
That, you see the word you are using, PR game. That's where the politics come in. That's where the media ways of disseminating information comes in. And I'm adding this. What Olise is doing, even if he adds the UCL trophy, it will be very difficult for out of 10 football fans to mention Olise ahead of Lamine Yamal.
Sure,
ahead of Kylian Mbappe.
That's true.
And I find it very difficult, and I understand it is because of how the Germans do football. Their national team has this theory of they don't play single man football, as in way a poster boy, as in way they a star man. They don't do that in Germany. Joachim Low repeated that in over and over.
And I'll give you a typical example. If you look at the Bundesliga, I don't know if they changed it recently, but the back of their jersey is the team. And your name is down.
Yes. Exactly.
It signifies something. It's not just there for aesthetics. It signifies team first.
Yes.
Not before the player.
Exactly.
So you see what you just brought in there. This is a good thing for team building, harmony, and then having them work as a machine, just like the nickname of the German national team. But when you talk about club football, to me, it limits the reach of most of the talent in the German Bundesliga. And football needs to pay attention to it, because we've seen players. The only time we didn't think about Lewandowski, baby. I don't think Lewandowski today is one of the greatest strikers only because of the number of Bundesliga we're winning. But it is because of the sort of dominance we saw him with Bayern dominate where in UCLs.
It's beyond,
even with the UCLs, when they won it, the individual recognition never went his way.
Right. Listen,
do you get my point?
It's beyond Bundesliga. Look at what Barcelona did to Rafinha last season. Rafinha had the numbers in the same team with Lamine Yamal, but they ended up profiling Lamine Yamal.
So you see that the push, it doesn't necessarily have.
It doesn't matter. Yes, no, it doesn't do with the league.
A person that they've created a narrative of.
Yes.
So
the media.
So let's do this. With your question, let's do this. At least at Barcelona, since time immemorial, they've proven that whenever there is time for this individual recognition, no matter among 5 players, you will get one that will push. Say Madrid,
yes.
But for Bayern, I've mentioned multiple of players. A single season that their media or even fans online try to put a single Bayern player.
Don't forget, Harry Kane is putting up the numbers as well. Yeah. So in this kind of team, who are you profiling for the Ballon d'Or?
Was Harry Kane in the Ballon d'Or top 20 last
year? Yes, 20 years. I think 10.
No, it wasn't in the top 10.
Top 10, no.
Wasn't the top 10.
You understand? So,
but he was just a few goals behind Mbappe.
European. Yes. You see that?
Cole Palmer was in the top 10.
So that's why I bring in the PR.
So
I see when you allow,
you cannot pinpoint.
It's about the teams. Was in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or.
Cole Palmer was in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or.
In the Bayern current team, Luis Diaz, Harry Kane, and then Olise. Michael Olise are putting up the numbers. Who are you profiling for the Ballon d'Or? Tell me.
No, that is why.
He actually made a great point by saying that in seasons where we saw only Lewandowski do it, why did
he never got the mention?
They could have.
Do you know what? And this is.
We only saw Lewandowski
this is why
a lot because of what he used to do
in the Champions League
in Europe. If not, bet me have players said Mario Gomez. Do you know how many goals those people scored in
Bundesliga? But they never got.
Let me give you another example. You see the greatest 11 of the 21st century, the right back. A lot of people
Philip Lahm.
They think it is a disaster.
Actually,
Philip Lahm is in the greatest 11 ahead of Daniel. I mean, it's a conversation. It's close
because of numbers.
But people are talking as if Philip Lahm
because of numbers in the Champions League.
Yes. 2006 World Cup, 2010 World Cup, 2014 World Cup, 3 World Cups.
The consistency.
That is 12 years span. 12 years. Team of the tournament. 12 years.
He was part
That
of
is
the team of the
high-level
tournament.
football.
No,
I
don't know
when
if
it comes
people
to
know
that,
what
because he
Pep
played
Guardiola
in the
said about
Bundesliga.
Philip Lahm. Pep, he said the only player Kobe to me after every Bayern Abba, Philip Lahm. Coming to Manchester City,
His
he
technical
would have brought
ability,
Philip
how he
Lahm
read the
along.
game.
Philip Lahm.
But because he played in the Bundesliga,
the
it's
narrative.
Philip Lahm, I didn't think of Philip
You
Lahm.
see, after touching on the narratives far away in Germany and how it has affected their teams in terms of getting the individual recognition with talents who go over there, this is something that for the past few weeks I've been thinking about, pondering over. I wanted to spill it out, and today I'll spill it out. 3 years ago, among the youngsters who were picking in Europe, Jamal Musiala was the top guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
Jamal Musiala was the top don, a good dribbler, a good driver, a good ball carrier, and a good goal scorer. It was Jamal Musiala, not Pedri, not Jude Bellingham. They were all behind who? Jamal Musiala. But this is the twist. Injuries now, and also good player decision moves. I can tell you for a fact that when Bellingham was in the Bundesliga, although he was one of the best prodigies in the Bundesliga, he was always behind who? Musiala.
Yeah.
In terms of conversations.
Yeah.
But we can all testify to the fact that just a seasonal move for Bellingham from Eden Terzich's team as a deep playmaker to joining the Real Madrid side of Carlo Ancelotti meeting an elite coach, changing his career, playing him as a decoy, finding himself in goal scoring opportunities. Last season, Oshegoa barely goal,
25
and
that
he
season.
won the La Liga best player of the season in the single season. The UCL, he won it, and because of that season, he was closer to the Ballon d'Or award.
Third in that
And
season.
this is where my question comes in. Because of that season alone, and the Bellingham and Bobo Biumpona, I think football fans will choose Bellingham.
Bellingham was still in the Ballon d'Or.
He was
That's the
in
point.
the Ballon d'Or conversation.
So that you see the good move and the niche it has created for who? Bellingham.
Yeah.
And because of that, today, if you are talking about the young guys, it looks like Musiala is missing.
Yeah,
True.
True.
I've heard mention of injuries. Aha boy, no.
True.
I mean, if
Aside-
Yaka buying team Numukra, who bought say Musiala?
Yes.
It's clear.
But
And even aside the injuries, even if he's playing day in and day out, I think the move of Jude from Dortmund to Real Madrid has inclined his career to push him ahead
of
Musiala.
Musiala.
Yes, I mean, Madrid
And do you know why?
It's a machinery.
And do you know why? It falls back onto and found ball Musiala bebo or Bayern. He will never get the individual praise and recognition
That he needs.
like what you do at Madrid.
He will,
So-
but it needs to be very exceptional. No, you know,
Acceptable.
Yes.
No.
You know why he will. But he needs to do something extraordinary.
Let me give you an example.
He will.
Let me give you an example.
If he plays the standard, he has to be like this
Ask him that.
before he will be in the
Ask him that.
conversation.
What will be
understand?
so
He doesn't
exceptional?
I know that you are assembly.
That's why he brought in last 3 years.
No.
He brought in last 3 years.
Do you know that?
Musiala was here.
Do you know that?
He was here above them.
Like
He was there above them. But
At that point, Bellingham was also there.
No, but Musiala was way there.
No, Bellingham was also in the
You know, it's
conversation.
more like Bayern's birthright to win the Bundesliga. Well, yeah, no, I won't yes you.
Yeah.
Do you know why somebody
Exactly
like
my
Florian
point.
Wirtz got that big money move? Because Leverkusen, that was what they used to call them, because they had never won a trophy in the whole team's career, not even a single trophy.
Yeah.
To do that, to take them to that trophy, unbeaten,
Yeah.
2 trophies.
win the Pokal, take them to the UEFA Europa League final. And lose it.
Yeah.
That is what is exceptional. Wumba, that's all 30 goals for Bayern, not Bayern G League. One of the first person that was 30 goals for Bayern.
Yes.
No.
Exactly my point.
No.
So you do your best, but you have to be extraordinary. Before you
We have seen seasons that Bayern
But he
have
just
gone on to
mentioned
win
Harry Kane
6
last season.
Stana,
Harry Kane last season.
He didn't win the Champions League.
No, wait.
No, but he was exceptional.
He did not win the Champions
But he
League.
didn't.
let me give you
Is he the
another
only player who didn't win the
You
Champions
can't tell me you're the Champions League by Ambonidi.
I'll give you another
Wine.
example. He won the Champions League. He won the Champions League. Played exceptional. But up to today, if I tell you to mention some of the best number 10s that you've seen in recent years, you'd mention 5. You might probably mention 10. Maybe if you know when I mention his data, you'd be like, Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller gave the number season upon season.
Muller,
30
right.
G every single
Muller.
season.
No,
Back to back.
that no see a boy
But he was
Iniesta.
never really recognized.
Iniesta, Busquets,
And he was winning Champions League that
Yes.
time. He was winning
Top 20 well.
So now I think you have a point. The league two matters. I mean, yeah, you have a point.
Thomas Muller won the World Cup. He won treble 2 times.
Yes.
He won it under Hansi Flick. He won it the first time.
Yes, though he wasn't getting the recognition he was supposed to
Thomas
get.
Muller still wasn't really there in terms of conversations.
No.
So
Even Mesut also, he would give
They
him
would
about
put
15, 16 assists in the Premier
Yeah.
League. We'll be hyping him. As one get trophy for Arsenal.
That
But
right.
Muller was doing it. He was doing it on the world stage in the World Cup. Was it in the 2014 World Cup?
2014 World Cup. They beat
I think
Argentina.
one of the tournaments, he was the top scorer.
Yeah,
Scoring about 5 or 6 goals. I think it was in
2010.
2014.
No, 2010 was James
Was it the
Rodriguez.
final?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
2014 he was tied with Messi.
Yeah.
He was tied with Messi for the golden
Boots.
Yeah,
I think
I
he was
remember
tied with
something
Messi,
like
yeah.
that. So Thomas Muller has been there and done it, but still.
So he now understands, I think.
and even
Not
Zlatan-
entirely. He has a point. You understand?
and even
He has a point.
No, but majority of the names that he's mentioning,
He has
are
a
real,
point.
like
But I
they
mean,
are
it's not
something which is
absolute.
there.
He has a point.
See, do you know why it now feels like an
what is
absolute
going to
thing?
be the mic drop moment for this?
No.
Going to end the whole conversation. We talk about one of the biggest robberies in the Ballon d'Or being
Haaland?
Ribery. No,
Ribery,
Ribery
yeah.
missing out on the Ballon d'Or to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ribery won everything there was to win. Ronaldo, I don't think that season even won the
Yeah,
league. If I'm
yes.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
That season, league nimpo anju.
Oh, no, OG2 was painting.
What has here?
It's not just them. It happened to Erling Haaland.
So you have
You lost it to Messi.
Right, so let's do this. So,
Messi the Copa del Rey. Jay.
wait.
No.
Wait.
Copa del Rey, Jay, Ballon d'Or.
No.
Hello, wait.
It's not only in the
Stana,
Bund. It has happened
Stana,
to Erling
so-
Haaland before.
so let me do
Won
this.
the treble
Stana.
and did not win the Ballon d'Or.
Stana, so let's do this.
So what are you saying?
So let's do
Majority.
this. So
We are
let's do
talking
this.
about
I don't believe you have to be phenomenal
So
to
let-
do it.
so-
I know that somebody like Ronaldo phenomenal will come in. Look at where Ronaldo was when he was even in the conversation for the Ballon d'Or. He was playing for PSV Eindhoven. Maybe I know what Ballon d'Or conversation. Nobody even paid attention to the Eredivisie then. It was more like a pathway for the Brazilians to enter Europe. Obahon, he came to stamp his authority so much as a 22-year-old.
The Dutch league was top then. Those times,
yes.
Ajax, they were.
Yeah.
in
I mean, Ajax was
They were dominating.
Ajax was
but
there.
yeah, they weren't.
They weren't, if we're talking
maybe
about the
one or
top
two,
leagues.
but they
yeah.
were in the
They were in
top
that
five.
Zlatan was making a point.
So my point is that look at the patterns. So what the point I raised about how the structure in European football does not favor the clubs in Germany. And if no matter how good you are, no matter how phenomenal you be, no matter how exceptional you think a player should be to get a recognition, your boy no about Haaland, about Ribery, about Schneider. You can mention names that like Lewandowski. You see that it affects some of the leagues, but not some of the leagues. So don't you think now the reason why it's an absolute structure problem is that we have numerous examples. I have pattern. Nti emfa woni ball abede. Ubebo Germany ho.
Onje.
Yeah, yakwan say opa crown it with the UEFA Champions League. I just wait the draw. And no krampo no. Let's eliminated Yama Trevor like a
Laminated. Hey, what is wrong with you?
Maybe unless you win the World Cup.
But I've seen some of them win the World Cup and the only absolute one we thought was going to be a shoe-in was Lewandowski. That season, Christian cancelled.
Is it-
I'm on the best striker. I'm on the best striker.
Charlie.
So-
There's
so-
a machinery in
I just feel like
some
there's a system. There's a system in football.
Designed. I mean,
Like that as a model, no,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not,
Mbao.
it will catch you away.
Yeah.
That's how the model feels like. And we have to accept these things that these are some of the things it plays to the advantage of some of the clubs in Europe and also to the disadvantage of what? Of some of the clubs in Europe.
Yeah.
And that is why a player will be playing in Germany and still be yearning for a move outside Germany. And that is why a player will be playing in England and still be yearning for a move out of what? England. Today, PSG think their team is happy. But Palma Perez in for non Fred decided to do an Alcaraz I say me person Obabe Akacha in Spain.
Quickly.
So you see what I'm saying? And that's what we call the football royalty. So me, I always say that systems in football makes because today, whenever I watch Musiala, I see him to be a shadow of himself because he has stayed not too long, but in a club where the individual push will not back him.
No.
Yeah.
No matter, this guy was better than Pedri.
I think
Before Pedri will escalate
the media also plays a role in this argument.
That's the
Yes.
PR game I'm talking about.
No,
The media
but
also plays a big role.
I think Zlatan made this point when he was starting the whole thing, talking about the players moved some decisions that they take.
they took.
That same season,
Do you remember?
that same season
at
that
City went
Bellingham,
to
that same season that Bellingham moved. Musiala was on Madrid's radar.
Yeah.
Instead, he
City-
extended his contract,
contract.
at Bayern.
na City kwapeno. Guardiola was needing
Yes,
Musiala.
Musiala.
He needed
A
him.
lot of people were on the market for him, but he chose to stay there. Same place that a lot of greats have been there.
Cruz
and
was
also
one
amplified.
Tony Cruz.
Yes.
Didn't they tell you now? Cruz
Well, he
Craig.
said he's not good. He's not good enough. In Germany, they said he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Cruz.
Oh, for
They
Bayern,
all said it. He said it wasn't good
Bayern,
enough.
they didn't really like him.
Cruz and the Chacha the
Yeah.
But there was a Cruz before, as he moved, before he was moving, he was linked to Barca before even Real Madrid.
Oh yeah.
he even
And then I
mentioned
think
in
Barca went in for
interview recently.
Rakitic. I mean, fair to say
Ivan
Rakitic
Rakitic.
came in and then he did what he has to do.
Rakitic,
Yeah.
don't touch him.
Yeah, Rakitic
That guy,
survived there.
he's my
then
wild
Cruz
card
also
whenever
did
I'm
it.
arguing about midfielders. Because when we argue about midfielders right now, you people mention goals. Upako goals, Rakitic, but he just goes past, Cruz.
Oh, Rakitic.
Rakitic.
What about
Rakitic.
Bruno Fernandes?
What about who?
Bruno Fernandes.
Why the stadium man?
Bruno
Do
Fernandes.
you know for the past 5 seasons, Obo best coach for United, almost see Bruno Fernandes. Obo best winger, almost see Bruno
Best
Fernandes.
coach.
Obo best coach. Obo best cleaner, almost see Bruno Fernandes.
What are you talking about?
the last 5
He has numbers more than Kevin De Bruyne. What are you
I'm just
saying?
saying, sir. In the last 5
You are saying Kevin De Bruyne is the best midfielder in the
No.
In the UEFA Premier League.
Stop it.
Even Steven Gerrard is not close. What are you saying?
If you mention best coach, Omega say Bruno Fernandes. Best
coach.
keeper, Bruno Fernandes.
cleaner.
Best cleaner, Bruno Fernandes.
Add more.
Best fan, Bruno
Add
Fernandes.
more.
Best cook, Bruno
Add
Fernandes.
more.
Best chef, Bruno Fernandes.
go.
What the hell? I don't need to park. Like how?
You're too complete. That's Bruno Fernandes. So let me tell you. Hey, Bruno.
But he's like he's your trophy.
So will you choose Bruno over Kevin De Bruyne?
150 times.
Why?
Why? He will give you the numbers. He will give you the balance.
He won't give you trophy.
He has numbers ahead of Kevin De Bruyne. So what are you saying?
What about it?
He won't give you the trophies.
Which midfielder in your current team has given you more than 2 trophies?
Hey, question. But they won the club more than the
Who's up to Liverpool?
Let him answer.
But I said about
There's no midfielder in your current team
It's not.
that has up to 80 goals or even 85 goals. Tell me, who is it?
Oh, but Frankie get how many goals? Frankie can play for Chelsea. You don't play for Chelsea.
I said current team. I said current
If
team.
you talk currency at the back,
I said Mr. Ronaldo. What are you saying? Mr. Ryan Giggs.
I get it. I get it. But
So tell me your
a
current
team who
team.
is struggling. A team who is
Who
struggling.
is struggling?
But no.
You are not
Do you know
struggling.
It's not a fair.
United is not
Why are
struggling.
you on the table? Where are you?
In the five seasons.
Where are you on the table?
Question.
I won 2 trophies in the past 5 seasons.
Adeka, why are you on the
In the
table?
last 15 years, I've won more.
Why are you on the table
In the
today?
last 15 years.
Why are you on the table today?
Today.
Don't tell me I'm struggling. You are struggling more than I am.
Even if I'm struggling this season, for the past 5 seasons, I've been better than you.
How?
For the past 10 seasons,
How?
I've been better. I have more trophies than you.
For the past 5 seasons, I've won 2 trophies. What are you saying? How bad am I? I've played Europa League final. What are you saying?
past 5.
I'm
So
struggling.
you are better than me. In the last 5 seasons.
What have you won?
England, in the last 10 seasons, Chelsea is the best.
5
team in
seasons,
England.
last 5 seasons, what about them?
In the last 10
In the last time you won.
Hey, last 10
Club-
seasons, Asemba no win.
What you say?
Man City also Chelsea the best team in England.
What are you saying? What are you saying? You understand? So there are some conversations as a Chelsea fan. You shouldn't even open your mouth and speak. What are you saying?
Who voted Chelsea?
Who? That's what they did.
Club World Cup na team ya Brenner, you went to play. No? What are you saying?
What is team?
Club World Cup Obia Brenner, you went to play. That's what are you talking about?
That's what you are saying.
For the past 5 seasons, what have you won? Tell me. Club World Cup.
Any
Conference me ko ball die in my career. The mommy.
That's what you
I can be
said.
Europe.
That is what
I can be Europe. You want me conference? When me go.
He said, oh,
You want me conference? I can go relegation.
They won it and it was like, oh, it's a trophy at least.
One
But
more.
you know what? The Europa League.
It's ahead of the conference league. Me but that never in my life.
Because you haven't been there. If you are there and you get into the
I won't go there. I won't go there.
Who
find out.
I won't play.
We are here. Oh, we are here.
I won't play.
We are here. Since
Conference
the competition is there.
Conference
Since the
League.
competition is there.
You are not even coming to Europe next season. You.
Europa. Are they like?
Barca
in the time of season.
Kasaye.
You are. There will never be a time that Manchester United will play Conference League. There will never be a time that Manchester United will play. I'm telling you on a fact.
But what
do you mean?
What year did you win the Champions League?
I think we won it
2021. Yes.
And it falls within the 5 years.
Yes, it falls into the 5 years.
Okay, then it falls within the
But
5 years.
United they talk like they right now. They for understand say the last time he won a UEFA Champions League. I was in class 6. 2015. If I dey like make you check.
But when they win,
No, relax. No, relax.
Make them not write you up.
Are you? No, relax.
I think who had the best defensive record in England?
2008.
Who had the best defensive record in England? You dey talk and you dey write me off like we be like Charlie.
No, the only time you made a mistake was to say United is struggling. Once you are like sit on the table. What are you talking about?
Struggling for the past 5 seasons.
What do you mean? No, I'm not struggling. I've won the Carabao Cup. I've won the FA Cup. How am I struggling?
Last season.
How many trophies? How many trophies?
Last season, where were you on the table? Last season, where were you on the table?
Where was I? On the table. We are talking about this season. You said I'm struggling this season, and I was making a point to you that I'm not struggling. You are under me. What am I saying? You're challenging me.
I'm not talking.
Let's go. Who are leg in this row?
This will define struggling.
Let's go. Who are leg in this row? Wait.
Let's see, guys.
About Man United is here. Or we struggle.
Listen. What's the name of the team?
What's the name of the team? Then you continue.
You see, Manchester United, they are struggling in the sense that Oto Yami Yama Bakra or Beba floppy. In the last 5 seasons, relax. In the past 5 seasons, player, best player, Momato, Wamba floppy.
Relax. In your current team, aside Kopama, from last season, who has more goals than Brian Mbeumo? In your current team,
Ready.
Aside Kopama, the penalties he was scoring.
They come make a talk.
Double number penalties in a single season. What are you talking about?
So penalty, we go. If you know we go, they make them cancel.
What are you saying?
If penalty,
don't tell me any player struggling. Who is struggling in my team?
Ugarte know they struggle in your team.
Is he in my starting lineup?
But men know they struggle in your team.
Is not playing in your team? Is Garnacho not playing in your team?
Why?
Oh, me just Romeo Lavia.
What? Ahead of what's it? Penalty. You know, like you mentioned.
Then I would say.
I have a question for you. Battle of the mates. I have a question for you.
What are you saying?
Mason Mount and Garnacho. On the buhine.
Oh yeah, Mount.
You said injuries. When I mentioned Labia, you said injuries. Mount, what has make
is a part of being a professional.
Yes.
Stay fit, bro.
It's part.
Stay fit.
But comparing the whole career of Mason Mount, the whole career of Mason Mount.
Let me take maybe Kopama out of it.
Let me take Kopama. Maybe we say who will mention ahead of Mason Mount in this career? Obacha is Mount coach is here. Mount coach is here. Obetu Mount.
Mount ahead of Enzo.
No goalkeeping position. Mount. I'm not a coach.
I'm just saying.
Nana, who are you better than in the Ghana Premier League?
Chelsea. Answer.
What you want to wear share? Team not share. I mean, Grimsby was a one share.
Now conference they no one to boy. Also top 5 team. Also top 5 team in England. Go Conference League. Are you not even shy? You had it to your trophy cabinet. Are you not shy? Are you shy?
cut
It
rice.
is a different segment, man.
Cut rice. Cut rice. Calm down. Calm down.
What do you mean?
Calm down. Calm down. Cut rice.
What do you mean?
Charlie, you won't get this anywhere. The fire, the vibe, the energy.
Also, what do you mean?
What are you talking about? Charlie, fully active. This is the battle of the mates. Chelsea.
Mega. Oh, nice.
Charlie, see, baby. These are the things that make Prrrr the pace setters. These are the things that put Prrrr outside there, because football begins with Prrrr and also ends with Prrrr. We did this live session here with you all, a big back, and then we are running it live always. It is all about football. It is everything sport. It is everything enjoyment about the game. I did this with the guys in the studio, Stana, PY, Ernest, and then Stana, Pizza Man for my pizza. Emma said we enjoyed. Maybe the cook air cost na me sepe, because you get it
Stand up first our question in task one there. That comment section. So see Ghana Premier League no. Chelsea team better or better say
I just wanted to remind the fans that we wouldn't be doing a review on the game tomorrow. This is the review that we just giving you. So the tomorrow we'll be here again with the second game that will be going on with Liverpool versus Paris Saint-Germain, and then Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. This prop review. On your doorstep. Cook then uncooked.
Yeah, so Charlie, guys, thank you all for joining us. We make this, without you, we are not there, but with KSS and then Prrrr, everything is live. You get everything just like happening at the Santiago Bernabeu. Just stay glued to your seat. Just connect us on Prrrr YouTube channel. Put us on post notifications, and then enjoy everything sport. Yeah, Kramo, we are out.